See if we got anybody in here yet. Oh, yeah. There's a few folks here. What's up, Richard, Marco, Drew Dude, Cheater Snipper Guy.
Where's that guy? Because I don't have to change him on the spreadsheet, aren't I?
Cheeto?
Of course, the Cheater Sniper Guy. No, that's probably somebody different.
No,
is this the Rizzle? Yeah, that's not Cheeto. I don't think it is.
There's a Cheeto in the picture.
Oh, is that a Cheeto in the picture? Yeah, but I'm thinking Cheater Sniper Guy. Is this for the Rizzle? That sounds like a Maddie Stevie thing. I could be wrong.
I don't know.
They could be.
I don't know who Rubidy's nuts is either.
I'm telling you, we got imposters in here, dude. They'll filter out. What's going on, everybody? Broke ass knives.
It's
Cole is the man.
It's Dark Shades night again, y'all.
I've been carrying his Gideon.
Dude, I got to handle the Orlock today.
How'd you like that?
I liked it a lot. It a lot.
And guys, just for fun, these are reading glasses.
We know, dude. These are reading glasses too.
I know.
But they're just dark.
I like them.
I wish I'd rather not have the dark though.
Oh, I'll tell you the ones I'm getting, and y'all are gonna hate these because I'm getting what I'm doing. My goal is to get my persona to be gaudier and gaudier.
Yeah.
To where I become borderline, which I am already, but I become obnoxious. Hold on, let me go.
You haven't yet?
Little glasses.
Well, like I said, I kind of have, but what I don't think people can realize is the boundaries can be pushed. The borderlines can be pushed. If I go oversized sunglasses for me, I've got them picked out.
Tina said those things are fighting for their lives.
Chains.
These are literally $2 reading glasses off Amazon. I think for $11 I got 5 pairs.
Oh, dude, it's all about the Amazon deals. That's where I get all.
Yeah.
All right, guys. I got one thing I want to talk about real quick.
Go ahead, Kyle.
Started. So on a serious note, whatever you believe in or whatever, but just keep Crispy in your thoughts and prayers. So
he's not doing well, or
I'm not gonna get into it. Just think of him. So
okay, he sent me a text today showing his barbecue and stuff.
Yeah, it looked delicious. I've communicated with him today too.
Yeah, I'll do that. Absolutely. Yeah. So if you're out there, Crispy, know we're thinking about you and we love you, brother.
We love you, Crispy.
Yeah.
So that's all I got on that. So
were you got anything positive?
I think I know what you're talking about, Kyle. It is Memorial Day, isn't it?
No, it's not that either.
Oh, okay. Anyway, I don't
just pray for him. Crispy's one of the best. As a lot of you are. Kyle, so I noticed that you said you'd had everything finished. Does that mean that you've been able to relax today, or have you still been punishing yourself?
No, I'm done. I punished myself, but it wasn't from sharpening. I was out doing yard work.
I can confirm.
What's up, Joe Isabella? Tell him we said much love.
For some reason, when I went to hop on, I couldn't get in under. I know, Shane, that Stevie sent me that privileges thing, but I couldn't log in. When I logged in, all I got was Javon's stuff. It wasn't showing any of this stuff. So
you got to change that's the way your browser's defaulting. Your browser has a default to go to because you're my partner on that one. So you would just have to log out of that when you get there and click the link again. It's a pain in the ass. But I do have exciting news on the StreamYard front.
What's that?
I'm now streaming to Kick. I had 2 viewers on Friday night. One of them was me. I think the other was Kyle. What's up, Ryan?
I'm not.
I don't have Kick. You have your shades on, Ryan? What's up?
Yes, I actually brought them with me.
Did you?
Yeah, they're out in my truck though.
Hey man, how did you clean that King Tut off your Sabenza?
We don't look like ZZ Bob.
Did you notice my comment in there?
Yeah, you said something about wiping the drool off of the King
No,
Tut.
I said, why'd you wash the King Tut off your knife? Because when you took it out of the ultrasonic cleaner, the only one that you'd shown off the day before was that really fancy one that you got.
Oh, yeah.
Got in. And I was like, gosh, why would you wash that off? It was a joke, of course. Nobody started.
I want to see if my other glasses are over here because I can't see very well.
What's up, Marco? Todd?
Hey, Kyle, did you
Yeah.
see Shane's sign behind him? I know you've seen it in the shop.
Yeah. Hey, Ryan, don't be taking Sharif's Nana off your knife.
Check this out, Kyle.
Sharif built the damn pyramids, didn't y'all know?
Yep. You like it in there, Javon?
I love it in here. It works great. I took it to and I don't think Edgy would mind. I had to go visit my buddy A to Z today because he's in the process of buying my Blitz, and he only has 1/2-inch stones, and idiot wanted to start on a kitchen knife, so I was showing him how to, chase his grit, pick him a little loop, stuff like that. But I took him this knife, and he loved the knife, and I showed him it's a blend. It should have never even been seen by you, so you haven't seen it. And then I showed him the Thug and a couple of the Heathens. Dude, when you come up here, you've got to stop by, and we got to get A to Z because he's trying to take some knives out to Knives and More to trade anyway.
Right.
You need to put a knife in his hand. He loved the Thug. He's like, oh my God.
I'd be more than happy to.
You know how he is? He just needs to hold something, and he's a bigger boy. He's got 3 of Steve's kitchen knives.
John, you want to put that?
Yeah, I need to be sharing it. You got to share it.
I want to announce something here, guys. For
you
everybody,
share it. You share it like you did when we first started. Remember,
right,
where you make all 4 of us small. You'll go to that same setting. All 4 of us will be small on the left side, and the space will be on the right. It will.
Now that there's more people in here, I don't know what it's going to do, but
it's going to do the same
I'm
thing.
seeing some sunglasses. This is what you're sharing.
No, let me stop.
I want to remind everybody of how this worked, guys. We did auctions for knives that were completely separate. We announced that several times, that the knives that we auctioned were a completely separate deal from the raffle. So the names you're going to see are the people that
Well, you took your glasses off.
That sent money directly to, either to me and to James or directly to James. So, keep in mind, if you bought an auction knife, that was a separate thing. Ed, of course, went above and beyond as he always does. However, it was on an auction. So I had donated, so I gifted Ed my entry. There's also going to be a giveaway at the very end of this for everybody that has contributed, whether it be donating giveaway stuff, whether you bought an auction knife, whether you bought a raffle spot, whatever. There's going to be a giveaway at the end of this, and I'm going to give away this, which you guys have already seen.
Oh shit! Yeah, but nobody thought you were going to be doing
that. We've got a couple more knives.
That is a very sexy knife.
Yeah, we've got a couple more knives to auction tonight. Keep in mind, the auction is different than the raffle. If you entered the auction, you're entering an auction to buy a knife. Those funds are going to James, but it's separate from the raffle.
Right. And that's why people sent in the receipt so they could be added to the raffle. Right. But Ryan, you're the reason that I bought that Kershaw, dude. If you hadn't let me check that out,
you got one.
they would have been off my radar altogether. And I figured I had to put my money where my mouth was. I don't know if you've been to White Mountain Knives, but they got a micarta handled clip point. Kershaw.
The Bel Air?
Bel Air and it's the same knife, but it's just a clip point and it's got micarta handles, like 166. Then you put the 10% discount on it. Really? And I'll be honest with you guys, White Mountain Knives, from when I can go to White Mountain Knives or GP Knives, is about $15 higher on a lot of knives. Now, they're knives like Two Sons. I picked up one today, a cheap one that you can't buy other places. But if you're looking at a knife, you might not see the Bel Air anywhere else, in which case I'd have no problem paying 166 less 10%. But I've noticed in the last 6 months that they are typically a little higher. But you get free shipping and no taxes. Patina's exactly right. Yeah. And you get a 10% discount. And you've got
like Alpha Knife Supply doesn't charge any shipping on their steel, but their steel's $15 higher. So yeah,
it should be because shipping's expensive. Right. I can tell you, shipping's freaking expensive.
Give me about 3 or 4 minutes, John, to
take your time. Explain. I think you have to find it on your pull down there.
So we are doing. I still don't see it. I don't see the list of names.
So you've got under the 4 of us, you've got
I don't
what
see
you've got to share. You've got to go to present, but you've got to present. Oh no, I got to here. You're right, dude. I'm a fucking idiot.
All right, before we get going too far, Javon, I know you had the list of names for the thug. If you can send that to me, I'm going to
It's
add.
going to change.
No, I understand. I'm saying, but I'm going to add that to the list of names I had for the auctions that we did for the knife exchanges show for the giveaway later. So I'll create a total list of that one.
10-4 Tech Boy, what's the easiest way to share a Google Sheet with you?
Just either DM or text message. Doesn't matter.
I mean,
So
would you like, do I save it as an Excel file, or is there a way I can save you a link?
Just if you go up there to file and hit share or send.
Share with others?
Yeah.
So while they're
Okay.
figuring that out, if you donated money
Yeah,
directly to James,
Just like that?
even if you sent it through me, if you donated to the raffle and you don't see your name on that chart, let us know. It's going to be at least an hour before we do that drawing because we got a couple auctions to do first that are also raising money for James. But if you don't see your name on there,
Tell us.
and you donated money directly to, okay, yeah, the whole list wasn't showing.
I wanted to put this down at the bottom. Yeah, everything was showing. There was one said Stevie Knott, but for example,
No, Ed wasn't showing or Cheeto.
I thought they were. I'm sorry. Cheeto, Stevie, Half Empty, and Richard had larger donations, but they're shown multiple times here, right?
Right.
So
Give me a
Cheeto's
second, John.
shown
Hang on, John.
Okay.
Ryan Ellis has 10 entries. Now, before you enter it, it's up to Ryan whether he wants those on the list or if you want to put them on the list. And if you win, give it to somebody else. Whatever you want to do. I was waiting to talk to you about that, but Ryan donated
That's
$200
Ryan's.
quick.
That's huge.
So, Ryan, that's up to you. Do you want to put it on the list? And then if you win, you can donate it to somebody, whatever you want to do with it. I know you already have a thug. It doesn't matter to me, but you have 10 spots. Now, you told me you didn't want in on the drawing, but I want to give you one last chance to decide, do you want to be in on the drawing and do with it what you want, or do you not want to be?
I'm going to have to do what my wife says. She says we will list it and then we will donate it for auction.
Okay.
So you want to be in there, right?
Yeah.
Yes, you can put me in there and then we will donate the knife for an auction either later tonight after this drawing, or we can do it on the next live or whatever. And those proceeds also go to everybody. Say hi to my wife, Lauren Ellis. She is now in the chat.
Hey, Lauren, that is so sweet and an awesome.
Hey, Lauren.
Let's go. One.
Lauren, you're a saint to deal with him.
So guys, you still got an hour if you want to send money to James's Cash App, or if it's easy, if you don't have Cash App, you want to PayPal it to me and I'll send it. You can still enter for this raffle. This raffle is separate from the auctions. So there's going to be a couple of auctions coming up.
Hey, Shane, check the private chat.
I don't know if I know how.
On the right-hand side, so the private chat.
Okay.
You want to verify that real quick?
I absolutely will. I don't see anything on my PayPal.
There it goes.
No, that was a different notification. But I completely believe you, Kyle. It may take a minute to update or something. So you're saying 5 Door is in for 2 spots?
Yeah, it might have. I don't know if it was right this second or if it was. It might have been prior to, and you just didn't see it on there.
It could have been.
So
yeah, Ryan Ellis 10 spots and 5.
I'm doing Ryan first, and guys, just so you know, I'm going to randomize this list before we drive.
Shane, it went to Cash App. I got a visual on it. So
okay, good deal. He sent it straight to Cash App. Perfect.
Yep.
Good deal.
9. Yeah.
And you guys, I apologize. Y'all knew this was going to be a little.
It's going to be arduous. It's going to take a second because I'm an
We're
idiot.
not great at organizing. Well, especially this is all.
Hey, we're good at organizing. We're just not very fast. We're not. I didn't learn how to
Pretty
type.
funny, Ruby's nuts.
But Joe, to be honest, we hadn't planned to because it was already getting
What up,
bigger
Maddie?
and more complicated than we planned. Some of it just kind of happened.
Hey, Kyle, I want you to know that you were driving my wife crazy. She says you need to speed it up with this copy and paste.
That's not me.
Hey,
Who is this? Is this Javon?
tell
Yeah,
your wife I don't
He
know.
doesn't know. He doesn't know Control C, Control V.
Hey, listen, my wife is a guru at this stuff. I'm talking like it is unbelievable how good she is and how fast she is with this.
Marco's
If she's
right.
watching this and it is irking her.
I'm just driving her crazy.
And to be
Guess
honest,
what?
we are very well
Oh,
organized.
I love her to
A lot of
death
moving
and have a
pieces.
Coke and a smile.
What's up, say Stevie?
Stevie, what up, my dog?
And
You got-
these will be randomized, and like you can only see one of Stevie's slots right now, but all 5 of them that are there, Stevie. They'll be randomized so that your numbers are in a row. But we're just trying to make it as fair as we possibly can. But I wasn't sure what to do
For
with
Christ's
this.
sake, just hold down and drag and then hit Control V.
On all of them?
Yes.
Where I want to go. So if I go bop, 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 Control
Hit
V.
Control V.
There you go.
All right, see, I'm learning.
Look at that.
Tell your wife thank you for teaching me Excel.
Hey, John, she's
That was
in
me.
That was
If she's in the chat, do you actually want me to take the time to type?
Derek, that's
She
very
said,
kind of you.
I'm in
I don't
trouble
want,
now.
listen,
I can drag it too. I'm terrible. I'm terrible.
hang on. Derek, I don't want anybody to put themselves out. We've raised more money than I ever planned to. Completely not necessary. I appreciate the thought. If you want to, though, you can send the PayPal directly to me, or you can cash out James. I don't have is the address in the, well, no, this is my live stream. I don't even know how to post the address at the moment. Kyle, can you do that?
At this point, just PayPal. We'll transfer.
Yeah, just PayPal it to me. I'll send it straight to him. But you don't have to do that. I tried to be very clear about that in the beginning. I don't want anybody in a tough spot. I don't want them to get in a tougher
Hey,
spot.
I can post the Cash App if you want it posted.
It's probably just easier at this point.
It's just easier at this point.
Yeah.
That way, with less moving parts.
All
we
right.
already have so many going right now.
Steve, you're 100% right. We are effing amateurs.
Of course. Let me put my sheet
So
back up.
if you donated, you didn't see your name on that list, let us know. We're going to put it back up multiple times tonight. So, and then we're going to start with Kyle. I think he probably has the biggest item. Guys, we're going to run these auctions for 20 minutes. At the end of 20 minutes, whoever's high bid owns it. You want to put Kyle on big screen and let him show the
But
first one?
before Kyle goes, he does have a 7-minute time limit because he says he is tender. So his auction's a big one, but there is a 7-minute time limit with Kyle. Kyle, I want to make you big.
What are you talking about?
I'm talking about the announcements you're getting ready to make.
No, but what are you talking about?
I thought you were going to lend your services and your body to somebody in the chat for 7 minutes. Shane, you got to make him big, brother.
I have no idea what you're talking
Or
about.
Kyle can make himself big if he's got control in here.
We can all make ourselves big.
Wrong one.
That's close. That is a damn good looking sign.
Oh, wrong one.
Kyle, you need help?
No.
I don't know, Drew. I'm moving in on you.
You got me big.
I know. Hang on.
Kyle just got these powers today, y'all, so bear with him.
I think you turned your sign off, Shane.
It's not on. It's so bright when it's on that you can't see
I
it.
got you.
It just blurs the camera.
Where the hell is?
Now he took us all off.
Well, I'm just trying to find the damn. What's the main one?
You go to your top right little dots, and then you go solo view or solo
I
layout.
was looking at the layouts underneath. Okay, we're good.
I love how nobody knows what the hell they're doing.
No, it doesn't. That's
Mr. Control V boy.
all right. There we go. Shut up, John. I don't know StreamYard. Fuck. All right.
Ditto.
First one up. We have Kaimano number 2 that has been modified.
Oh, that's sexy.
Yeah.
Oh, dude.
That one is
That's really sexy.
acid washed. And
With the purple, man, that looks really good.
You said number 2?
I will throw in it. Yeah, we
We've
did
already
a
given one
Kaimano.
away, John.
We already did one. I will put an edge on this too.
Oh,
But
you
you're
get a
gonna have to put
Kyle
an
edge
edge on
too?
the next one also.
What's that?
You're going to have to put an edge on the one I'm doing also. I just realized it. It's got a rolled edge.
So that was going to be our first auction for tonight.
That is gorgeous.
And it's 924, so at 944, high bid owns it.
Sounds good.
And do you want to talk about why we have that knife?
I will start this. But can I bid on this?
Put it in chat.
Everybody can bid.
Okay, I'm gonna start this one at 150.
Right.
Is that good?
And you know the story better than I do, Kyle. I'd rather you tell where the knife came from.
All right. So originally, this started off last week. We talked about doing something for James, and I became aware of 2 knives that were for sale. One, and they were both at a bro deal, a good price. It was a Kaimano and this one, which is the Edgy Blade Works one he did with Concept, the Sybin. And I decided to go ahead and buy that. And then I took that Kaimano out of that package deal, and we did a waffle on Big Doug's channel last Saturday night. And Ryan Ellis won that and decided to donate it back. And then we did an auction on it. Said Stevie's and Kevin Smith and Knives got that one.
Yeah.
So that was our first Kaimano. Well, in that box that I purchased those knives from was also donated the second Kaimano by the person I bought the knives for, and the I forget the knife, the Bearded Doom knife.
Yeah,
Soulstone. Yeah, the Soulstone that Brian F won the other night. So I bought 2 knives, one to give away, or one for a raffle, and then the other 2 were donated by the person I bought them from. And I don't know if he wants to be recognized or not. So
Unreal.
that was the whole point. I was going to recognize him.
I don't.
If he gets mad, he can be mad at me.
Okay.
But 5 Door went above and beyond a bro deal. So a lot of this
Very
money,
much so.
in all honesty, between because of 5 Door and Kyle, they raised more money than I have for this. So that's been huge, man. And if he's mad at me, he can be mad at me. But 5 Door,
That's fine. I just didn't know if he wanted to or not. So
right.
that's why I did it. But yeah, it's all this came about from that transaction. So definitely appreciate him.
Yeah.
Thank you, 5 Door.
5 Door. That's awesome, dude.
Oh, we got Crispy
Crispy
coming in
jumping
heavy.
in at 180. What's up, brother?
I didn't see that. Then why is it not showing up in my chat?
I didn't see it either.
What, Fed? I saw Fed at 175.
Oh, there it is. I'm sorry. I missed it. Fed's at 175.
Well, hell, Crispy's at 180.
Crispy's at 180.
Okay.
Patina's our new.
Fed's at 185.
Patina's our auctioneer.
Okay.
He could talk that fast.
I don't want to get caught in the middle of a bid war between Ed Harrison and Ryan Ellis. Right at 200.
That is some strays.
Yeah. There's another knife coming, and then there's also some more giveaway items we haven't talked about. Like
Fed at 225.
P&W Funworks donated, I think, 5 of his awesome
Oh, that's cool.
custom carved ink pens. These are going to be given away. If you're already entered, for this. Burnt Relic has some wood burning art of a dolphin. Kyle can put that up. That is also going to be drawn. If you're already entered for that. So it's not all going to one person. There'll be separate drawings for those. So
I'll pull
Yeah,
that
there's
up.
more than
when,
one chance to win.
I'll pull that up when we get ready to do that one, Shane.
All right. Yeah. Absolutely. I didn't think that 20 minutes may be a long time.
It's all right. We got other stuff we can talk about in the meantime, but
Yeah.
So, John, what I'm going to do is I'm going to take the list you sent me and then add the names from the auction, and then whoever wins these tonight, I'll add on that list, and then we'll use that for the Shane knife giveaway later.
Awesome. And it's updating in real time for you, right? So you see Ryan's and
Yes.
5 doors.
Yes,
Awesome.
yes.
Hey, Kyle, hold the Kaimano up again, please.
I just put it away. Let me grab it.
I'll go ahead and tell y'all what's up next. We're not going to start the bidding on it yet, but it's my CTS XHP Para 3 with AWT scales and a Lancelot leather lanyard. And the most valuable part of it, the said Stevie clip. So when the Kaimano auction is over, I'm going to auction this off. I am going to tell you, this knife has been used a little. It's got a couple marks on the blade. It's not brand new. So just so y'all know ahead of time.
Ooh, that's a great knife, though.
Yeah. Justin is bringing my Rex 121 Sage 5 to Blade Show. So it's going to take over as my smaller knife. So that's why I'm auctioning this off to help. I didn't have the money to help James as much as I wanted, so this is my way of doing that. Oh, by the way, got an update from James today. He's home. He's got to go back next week, but he's home at the moment. The new medicine that they've put him on, he said his tremors have decreased significantly. He feels a whole lot better, but more importantly, his bilateral something headaches, like this is just severe pain, have subsided as well. So he's already doing a lot better. He's got to go back next week to have the shunt rechecked. So just want to give you all an update on where he's at.
That's huge.
And again, to mention why I love this guy so much, no doubt in my mind his doctor could write him a letter. He could be on disability tomorrow. He's going back to work at McDonald's tomorrow. Now, I've already talked to his manager there. They're giving him hours. They don't expect much out of him. They don't care what he does, in all honesty. But this McDonald's is unlike any McDonald's I've ever. It's more like Chick-fil-A. They have the most, the Southside McDonald's. You know what I'm talking about, Rob?
Yeah, I know
Great
exactly.
kids work there.
They've
great
always
personnel.
been like that.
Yeah. And the manager there and the owner, I'm sure, had to sign off on it. You know, even giving James hours, knowing he's limited in what he can do. That's awesome.
That is awesome.
Yeah. If
And
all
Shane,
McDonald's were ran the way the Southside McDonald's was, it'd be a completely different company.
It'd be another Chick-fil-A for sure.
Shane,
And how much more do you think it costs them when they look at the added revenue? They're making net gains by running it right.
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, 100%.
And not being, it's not that much more work. You're just spending your energy in a more positive way.
It's word of mouth is the best advertisement you can have.
Absolutely.
What were you going to say, Kyle?
I'm just going to say that you bringing this to all of our attention and telling us about all this is what made that happen. So don't think that you didn't donate anything. Regardless of all that, is you were the key in this. So don't think of that, bud.
I appreciate it. Fed in purple. Watch out. That's right. Fed loves him some purple. Yeah.
You have two what, Ted? I'm sorry. I
I
probably
think he
missed
has
something.
two Kaimanos.
Oh, okay.
What he's getting at.
And he said he paid over 300 for them.
Yeah.
Or paid 300 a piece.
Yeah. Well, I certainly don't want to see a price battle going on. I mean, it's for a good cause, but y'all do what y'all do.
Tina
Derek,
says,
yeah, kind of.
11 minutes, Tina.
Maybe we should just cut these to 10 minutes because 20 minutes seems like a long time.
It's whatever you guys want to do.
Yeah, we'll go one more minute on this auction and leave it be. I guess right now Ed is still high bid at $275. Kathleen, it's not. I don't know how we would show it unless you can send a picture of it to John or something like that. Yeah, I told Stevie. I'm glad you brought that up. Let's stop.
Stevie, I think
I want to explain something that I wasn't clear about when I told the story. When James fell, he was running in place on his side. When I got to him, his feet were facing me. In my mind, all I intended to do was grab his foot and turn him enough so I could grab his hand and help him up. I had no idea with that small amount of force how fast he was going to spin. I'm not defending myself because I did step back and just watch. I could have stopped it, but I stepped back and just watched. So that's how it actually happened. I was just going to turn him to get his hand and pull him up, but then
the story changes.
Yeah, well, it doesn't change. It's just better explained.
I think you cranked it up like a lawnmower, dude.
I think Patina found his new calling. He is going to be an auctioneer.
All right, going Ed's High Bear at 275, going once, going twice, 3 times, and sold. There it goes. Sold. Ed Harrison. Come on up. Let's put an edge on it. Ship it to Ed, Kyle. You know
what's up, Ed?
Congratulations, Ed.
Good job, buddy.
Kathleen, that would be we don't need pictures of that. In all honesty, that's good enough. If you want to donate that, everybody knows what that looks like. I think everybody probably wants it. They probably want it more than they do mine. Well, I do have nicer scales and a Said Stevie clip. So we'll give it 10 minutes, guys. Kathleen Smith is putting up for auction to benefit James a Spyderco Para 3 lightweight and crew wear. And it's forest green. That's awesome. So,
Ed Harrison, thank you very much. Appreciate it. Kathleen, thank you very much. That's very nice of you to donate.
It is, Kathleen. And I'll start it right there. Did it post?
It did.
Okay. So at 9:45, this one's over.
So 10 minutes at a time.
And it won't hurt my feelings at all if y'all don't bid. Because I love crew wear.
Hey, I saw an interesting, I guess, soon-to-be dinosaur on White Mountain Knives today. The little Yojimbo Mini in 15V.
Not a fan.
Yeah, I'm not. I don't know anything about 15V.
It's a dumb knife.
The Yojimbo?
Yeah.
You just don't know how to fight with the knife.
I know how to fight. Javon,
I'm kidding.
You're about to get put. I can't put you in timeout tonight. So there. 175.
You're late, Patina. You're slacking, buddy.
I can't believe Patina missed that one. I'm a little disappointed.
Ryan, you have got to get to know Patina Turner, dude. Patina Turner is by far one of the coolest guys you will ever meet.
Fake ass pirate.
I don't want to sound gay, but man, I love me some Patina Turner.
You do that pretty commonly, buddy.
No, I'm not.
Is Patina coming to Blade Show?
No, he lives in California, so that's quite the trip for him. He goes to the shows out there. He has family in Georgia, so you'd think he would be able to coordinate a family visit.
He could.
And go to Blade Show. I think the only reason he doesn't do it is he's a little worried about my stalker personality towards him. He's like, I'm not going to Atlanta.
It's called priorities, Patina.
I don't want to be in Shane's shadow the whole time.
Yeah.
Dude, Fed coming in strong again, man.
Yeah.
Thank you, Ed.
Patina is possibly the hottest late middle-aged African-American pirate you've ever seen in your entire life. And
Patina is also the brunt of one of my favorite jokes. So Patina Turner's whole thing is he likes this pirate stuff. And Pete's Pirate Life, I don't know if you know who that is. Peter McKenna and Patina Turner do not get along. And for no reason, no fault to Patina's. But
he and Lefty have that in common.
He actually had a pirate ship built, Ryan, and brought it to Blade Show. You could walk through it. Patina was not impressed. So I don't even remember who it was now. Somebody in the community did me some art, and it was of Speedy Gonzalez, because Patina is Hispanic. There was a Speedy Gonzalez standing beside this busted ass little rowboat on the that was like beached, and it was the funniest thing. I don't know if anybody else found it as funny as I did, but it was one of those things where I was giggling inside, waiting to share it with everybody. Patina and his busted ass pirate boat.
Well, is this pirate ship the same one that Stevie crop dusted?
Yes, it is.
Yes.
Yeah. But Peter McKenna is very popular in the I'd like to pay way too much for
James Brand.
not great quality stuff just because it's attached to this guy. And he's made a lot of money off of it. So you were not hurt, Patina. You knew that shit was funny.
That poor mouse has gone through a lot. His porch was on fire.
I don't remember who it was. Somebody in California. I was talking on the live one night about how, I hope they were safe. I completely forgot that Patina's also from California, and he was like, Patina was like, meanwhile, my porch is on fire. God, his timing, dude. He pops in just at the perfect time, dude. Oh, it's
Comedic timing is everything.
So we got 5 minutes. We're at 180. I really wanted that knife, but that's all right. I like anything in crewwear.
Patina's got a lot of good stories. That, and I mean, he's a hoarder of rosies.
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, he owns like 5 rosies, dude. Or 7. Is it 7?
I thought it was 7.
7 rosies. Yeah. Us normal people are out here trying to own a Rosie, and Patina has 7 of them. That was the most organic joke ever created. Like, nobody even tried to make that joke. But I saw that Oz was doing a drop on Rosie's, which used to be a huge deal. Well, as soon as I saw that, I got onto a live stream, and all these people were congratulating Patina Turner. And in my mentally fractured mind, I thought, oh, Patina must have won, Patina must have got him a Rosie. No, Patina was having a 3rd child. But everybody just ran with it and started congratulating Patina Turner on his Rosie. And it grew from 1 Rosie to like 7 within a couple of months. It was hilarious, man.
That's
all
funny.
this shit you had to be there for, because the timing was what was so important. But every time somebody would congratulate Patina on his Rosie, Patina would comment to me, "Damn it, Shane." For the record, he's never owned an Oz Roosevelt, to my knowledge. But we all accuse him of it.
The other timing thing with Patina was the whole "doors fuck me."
Yes. Yeah, the door was hilarious. Patina has like 17 Rosies. Patina on baby number 5. So, I'm going to miss this thing, but like I said, I've got a Rex 121 Sage 5 to pick up at Blade Show. So,
I think the Sage 5 is probably one of the best designs they've got, and it's a Tai Chung knife, which makes it even better. No, the Sage 5 is not a Tai Chung knife, is it?
No.
So, John had already won 1 auction, so that's another entry into the fixed blade giveaway at the very end.
All right, so tell me that
But
again.
you don't have to do that right now. You don't have to do that right now. It doesn't go on your list.
It goes on Kyle's.
It goes on Kyle's. I'm sorry.
All right, just fuck me up. It don't matter.
Oh, yeah, my bad. We're confusing enough as it is.
I've got it.
It's pouring down rain here. Can y'all hear it?
No.
You know, it's been doing that on and off here all day.
Yeah. Watch us.
In Trustful, it ain't rained a bit until just a few minutes ago.
Patina does have some really nice knives, though. No doubt about that.
I like that one, Javon.
This is probably my favorite. This is the S110V. Never been sharpened. It was my first Spyderco that I bought probably 3.5 years ago. and this has got those AWT linerless scales where you take off the clip side liner. Makes it light, makes it just the action is, whomp, and it's perfectly centered.
Link for those AWTs.
Say what?
So drop your link for those AWTs.
Yeah, you have an AWT link now, don't you, John?
I do.
Guys, if you own Spyderco's, the best way to make it from a production knife to the feel of a premium knife is AWT. And if you're going to buy AWT, buy it through Javon's link. It's the only right way.
I think it's I think Javon can get you a discount.
That Sage I bought is a lightweight, and I know they have Sage lightweight replacements. That's the first thing I'm going to do to that knife is have you order me some AWTs and put them on camera.
Yeah, I love doing the scale. I've gotten, a Spyderco I can do, knock on wood, in about 5 minutes. That's the easiest knife to scale mod that I used to have the most trouble with. But with having that double-sided pivot, man, it's easy. And then that Benchmade, the thing that makes Benchmade.
Hang on, John. Derek, to enter the raffle, you get one entry for every $20 you donate. If you want to send me $20 on PayPal and get in on the raffle, you're more than welcome to.
Todd, they're about the same price, but you'll wait a lot longer for original goats.
Yeah,
I think AWTs are better quality. I like them both.
I was not impressed with original goats customer service. It seemed like about the time Marty left, it kind of fell apart. I don't know.
Yeah,
I'm not telling anybody not to buy from them, but AWT has
and they're less expensive. They're under $80.
Yeah, they're a few dollars cheaper, and I get them within 3 or 4 days.
Well, it can take, if they have to make them, it can take 2 weeks, but it doesn't take a year.
Right. Yeah, I ordered a set of scales at Blade Show last year that I still don't have from Original Goat.
Yeah, I waited.
No apologies, no nothing. Just don't have it.
I would be contacting you.
I have, but like I said, I'm not going to badmouth the company over $114. But I don't believe at all that they set out to do me wrong. I think because I ordered them at Blade Show and they weren't at their office, something got lost somewhere. It's okay. It's not a big deal.
The business model is piss poor as far as ordering and having to wait 6 to 8 weeks.
It was Vince's money anyway, so whatever. 1 minute warning, guys.
So.
Oh no, it's already. Yeah, it's over. That's it. Ed, I guess Ed Harrison gets the Spyderco too.
OCD for EDC makes one of these too, but this is a Benchmade pivot tool. I recommend it highly. This is one of the ones off of Etsy that's stainless steel, but this makes putting on Benchmade scales a breeze too.
Do you have any Benchmade, Ryan?
Yes.
If I can find mine, I'll get. OCD gifted me that kit that he's talking about. I no longer own any Benchmades. So if I can find it, like it's all still in the package. If I can find it, I'll give that to you.
It's great for getting your pivots out and doing maintenance. I know you like to do knife maintenance, and it's a must-have, I think, for Benchmades. Getting your pivot back in with those washers.
Kathleen, I don't know what social medias you have, but several people on here can get you Ed's address.
Kathleen, if you want, send me an email. I'll get you his address, and I'll actually email you a label. So you just have to print it off, put it in the box, and it's paid for.
Yeah, there you go. That's mighty kind of you, Kyle. That's very kind of you, Kathleen.
Any better customer service than that?
Right.
Good question. I'm checking for you right now because I'm not sure if they have smock. Now I've got.
Oh, hang on 1 second, John. In that email, Kathleen, give me your address as well. Tina, she already got my address. She already got my email. Kathleen, put your email in that so I know from a sending point for the label.
There you go. So that's 2 knives to Ed. Maybe somebody else will get a knife tonight. I don't know. So we'll start this one, and I think this is the last auction piece. This knife originally had the orange scales on it. I don't have them anymore. Gave them away. This is who is orange? Is that Cutlery Shop?
Cutlery Shop.
This was a Cutlery Shop exclusive in CTS XHP. It's got these do have some texture, but it's very light. But it's AWT scales, Lancelot leather lanyard. You can take that off if you don't like lanyards. And and a said Stevie clip. So
And Derek,
I'm
they
not going
don't.
to start the bidding on this because it's my knife. But and like I said, guys, there are a couple of scratch places on the blade. I don't know if it's picking it. You can see it, yeah, right there. You can see them good. Now this down here at the bottom, I think is something on it because I can feel it. Yeah, that's something on the blade. But you know, it has been used. There are some scratches on it, so it's cheap enough. I think altogether this knife would have cost you right at $300 in all honesty for the knife, the clip, the scales, everything.
Ron's at 150, and Derek, they unfortunately don't have smocks
And
now.
you don't need 2 pair of 3s.
There are a lot of smock scales that are really good. I've got a set of what are they called? Ray lights that were like $90 that are fragged titanium, and I've also got a set of G10 scales from Smock that are textured and they don't have the holes in them. So you can find some good Smock scales out there. Unfortunately, AWT doesn't have them.
So Kyle, you got Ed added twice on that on your,
Yep.
your list.
That's what I was doing just now. So we're
Right.
updated.
Let me check to see if Derek got in yet. He's still got time though. Not yet. All right.
Hey, Derek, shoot me a DM on Instagram if you're on Instagram, and I'll send you a picture of a set that I've got in G10 that are available.
Which
As
scales?
a matter of fact, let me get them right now. Y'all go
And
ahead
Ed,
and talk
Ed,
amongst
keep in
yourselves.
mind, buddy, win, lose, or draw tonight, I'm going to do something special for you. We'll talk about that later. But you've been more than
Yeah, you gonna get something real special, buddy.
Ryan. Ed's asking, do you have a Kamano?
Yes, I do. I don't have it in my possession right now, but it's on its way back to me.
Right.
It's out of the box. It's one of my favorite knives I've held.
Cheeto, a pair of 3 in XHP with AWT scales.
AWT scales. Where in the world it said Stevie clip? Nice lot leather lanyard. Yeah, and Ryan's at 150.
That's
Guys,
a really good.
just so y'all know, I'm sure somebody has questioned in their mind how much this has done to help him. Kyle and I, we don't have an exact number, and it went up tonight, but we've raised over $2,000 for this man.
That's good.
It's huge, guys. Absolutely huge. Yeah. Too late. I need to change my chonies. What does that mean? What are chonies? Is that your underwear?
5-door you did.
He lost power. That stinks.
5-door, I've got my pair of 3 up in CTS XHP with AWT scales and a said Stevie clip. It's at 150 at the moment. And this is the last auction item, I'm pretty sure. There's still stuff to be given away, but keep in mind these auctions are separate from the raffle. Yeah, I didn't even know Kathleen owned such a cool knife. Crewwear pair of 3, man, that's awesome. Busy typing.
I got your email, Kathleen. I was just responding to it. Thank you.
So, did anybody do anything special today? Cook out?
No.
I did
Although,
not.
in honor of Maddie, I did have coney dogs for dinner.
Ah, okay. I didn't do much of anything either. I actually was pretty lazy today, for the most part.
Kathleen, did you ever get with Kyle about that Sage 2? Wasn't there something you were wanting done to it? I know OCD offered to tune it up for you too, but he is very busy, and it can take him a little while. But Kyle, I told her to get in touch with you. She has the Sage 2, and I think those things are kind of valuable because, you can't get them anymore. The 1, 2, and 3, I think, are all 3 pretty valuable. But there's something she wanted done to it, Kyle, and I told her to reach out to you.
I haven't heard about that, but if I can do something, I'll be more willing.
It was something I knew you could do. Is the only reason I mentioned it. Went to the pool with the kids and went to Grandpa's grave. That's awesome, Patina. Yeah. Stevie is exhausted. Didn't do anything today because he's wore out from dragging Abby's body to the ice caves.
When
he's
Abby,
gonna have quite the pile before it's over with.
when Abby met Carl.
Yeah, that's what the live stream show said.
Yep.
When Abby met Carl.
What scales are those, John?
These are some smock. These are smock scales for the Spider Coast smock G10. I was just showing them.
You don't need to enter an auction, buddy. You just won big.
I was just showing them for Derek.
Damn. Nice, Fed.
That's very kind of you, Ed. Derek, you're gonna love that.
Good job,
Ed, if you don't mind, send me a message with Derek's mailing address if you've got it, because I've got the comment. I'll get out to him.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Good
But
job.
Derek, those G10 smock scales are for available, but look around and you'll see a lot of cool ones out there. Mettenboss has a set for $940 that are really nice.
Yeah, Kathleen probably reached out if they want to do it. I wouldn't take that away from them. That's fine.
Yeah, if they're too busy, Kathleen, I'd be more than willing. But otherwise, I mean, yeah, give them the first shot at it if they've already talked to you about it. But
Tina, you're gonna have to help me. I took the thing down. I don't even know who high bid is on the pair of three at the moment.
I haven't seen another bid,
I'll
which
tell
is
you.
surprising.
Well, Ed just bought a pair of three.
Ryan's at 150.
Yeah, we're at 150.
And 150 going once.
No, we got 10 minutes.
How many? 2 minutes?
5.
5-minute warning. I'm sorry.
My bad.
That was at 9:54, so that was 9 minutes ago.
I mean, this is almost a $300 night.
Yeah.
Hey, sometimes deals are found in the strangest places.
They are.
Sorry, Ryan. I wasn't trying to take it away from you. But
And I'm going to be honest. I'm probably going to take this knife. Oh, it's at 160. Here we go.
let the games begin.
That I'll be honest, I give up when Ed enters the room. I'm just like, okay. But Ed,
You're just gonna get your feelings hurt.
Ed has done some awesome things. You know, that $120 knife. What I would have sold, I wouldn't have sold it for that after the scales were put on it. I take that back. But Ed paid $700 for that Jason Brown knife to help Nora out. That was incredible.
That is.
There you go, Richard. Richard can have that bid.
Okay.
He said he don't own a Spyderco, so
So Richard's at 170.
yeah.
Oh man, I'd love
That's
to
a
see
good
this.
Spider. That'll be a good first Spyderco.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd love to see Richard. Yeah.
Hey, Patina, let's let Richard have that one.
Well, now Ed's at 175.
Poor Patina's little fingers are getting tired typing.
Patina's slow. We were once. Did you notice that once somebody said his natural calling was an auctioneer? He started just dropping the ball.
There's a delay, too, Javon.
I know, but the delay is the same that we're all looking at.
Yeah. You can't type any faster than Speedy Gonzalez.
He still has a cracked screen, too, I think. So he's
on a dead battery, so he gets
Really?
that. Look at Ron DKSFS.
damn.
Ron, you're too much, dude.
I'm surprised
No,
it hadn't cut me yet. 200 for Richard. Wow.
Patina, that was very nice of you to try to donate 200 for Ryan, but he's already in for 200.
You can just send it to his PayPal.
Guys, if y'all don't follow Richard Hopkins on Instagram, maybe you have to have that wanderlust in your mind to find his stuff interesting. But the fact that they travel around like they do and got this awesome off-grid camper set, I love looking at his stuff now.
You ain't got to apologize to me, Ed. It's all good. It's fun, man.
Yeah.
This is
The Instagram. He's got a personal Instagram, but Making Memories is his rowing gnome site. It's awesome.
That's like my dream at this point to be able to do that.
We've talked, and I've told him that's the perfect getaway. Like if it was over for me, like where I didn't have to do anything, either a tiny house that floated somewhere on a lake that I could actually move around, not like at Lake Gunnersville, or an RV would be it for me.
Yeah.
I saw a tiny house the other day in the Keys that was just gorgeous. I don't know where you'd pull it when there was a storm, but it was just a cool little tiny house floating out on that blue water.
All right, we're at 300 for Richard. It's 9:59, so it's 3 months.
We got 1 minute.
Going twice. 300 going 3 times. Sold to
1 minute warning, Patina just
I
said.
just counted it down. It
Okay.
was out anyway.
Ryan,
That was
congratulations.
fun, Ed.
And Richard, congratulations. And Ryan, that's more than could be expected, brother.
Yeah. Richard, send your.
I've got it.
Okay.
It's amazing to me, all these people that don't even, most of us have never met, but we all have phone numbers and addresses and
Emails.
yeah.
Well, because
emails.
that one's coming to me anyways for an edge, and I'll clean it up and get it sharpened and sent out to Richard.
Yeah, it does need an edge. It's got a little bit of a rolled spot on it, but yeah. And I know how I did it. You remember me complaining about this not holding an edge as long as I thought it should have, Kyle?
Yeah, because you got shit.
The edge just rolled because I opened. When I order steel, it comes wrapped in saran wrap, and I ran it down a piece of crew wire to cut the plastic off, which should have dulled any knife. So
Yes.
my fault.
Isn't that also the one that you got cheese gunked in it as well too?
Yeah, sorry, Richard, but I got cheese in the pivot. This thing, and
That's why I said I'm gonna clean it up.
I have since cleaned it out, and it functions perfectly. But yes, this is the cheese knife.
The cheese pivot knife.
It was just so weird because it was a square block of cheese, and all I did was pass through it with the edge, and immediately after, when I just it was just stiff all the way down. But I washed it out and re-oiled. It's fine now. So, congratulations, Richard.
At least you didn't use it for a turd knife.
Right, I think you're really going to enjoy this, buddy. Especially after Kyle.
Kathleen Smith is speaking and spitting truth like you would never believe.
Yeah.
That is absolutely what a
That
box cutter is.
it would make a lot more sense if I just made myself a cheese knife. That might be a good idea.
Yep.
Hey Shane, I just sent that money, bud.
Thank you. I'll get it straight to him. Shane sent it to Kyle for a spa treatment. Unless he
Have I shown you guys this knife?
I'm sure Kyle will clean it up before Richard gets it.
Check this out, Ryan.
Yeah. Oh,
Shane.
by the way, something I forgot to mention. Everybody who's contributed that's on Kyle's list. When I
that's
give
sweet,
this knife
man.
away, it's going to Kyle for an edge, and then it's going to Terry for a custom leather sheath, and then you will receive this. So,
It's even
Yeah,
better
that's
than
Kyle.
what you see.
right, it's better than what you see. It's going to have a 1931 leatherwork sheath.
I think
Shane,
sweet.
do we have one more to do before that?
Do we?
The picture you sent me earlier.
Oh yes.
Is that a utility, just a utility blade there, or is that
Yeah, it uses just an
Yeah.
SK5 blade, and it's a titanium knife. Amazon has them, I think, for about $50.
So guys,
That's cool.
this was part of the raffle. It is the runner-up prize. It's a piece of wood art from Burnt Relic.
Guys,
Yeah, I'll talk about that.
let me jump in there and talk about burnt relic. So, if you can see the Jason Grant over my left shoulder,
Jason Brown.
that's my ADHD / dementia. Jason Brown, rest in peace. But that was done about 6 months ago, and I can't get it on camera because of the what would you call it, the finish that's on top of the wood. But it is so freaking lifelike, like that dolphin is. The picture doesn't do it justice. because I look at it, and the reason I think I got the name mixed up is it's almost a tattoo type of way that the shading's done. It's next level, beautiful
It is very
piece.
tattoo-like. You're right.
It's a
No,
beautiful
he does
piece.
all this by hand.
Absolutely.
That's very
John?
impressive.
If you had Jason Grant over your left shoulder, you probably have a John Wick incident about ready to happen.
No doubt. I'd have a Scully for sure.
So
I need to have him back to Friday Night
we're going to
Fix.
post this back up. And, well, I don't know if it'll let me since Javon is sharing. Yeah.
What are you trying to do?
Why
I'm going to put take that down, John. Well,
you can take it down. You guys got it big. See, I was sharing the spreadsheet. There you go.
There you go.
no, I wanted the list. I want to be able to put the list back up.
I got the list back up there. It's coming.
Okay.
Easy, Trigger.
So one more time, guys. Here's the list. If you donated to the raffle, not bought an auction knife, if you donated to the raffle and you don't see your name on there, now's the time to let us know, because in about 26 minutes, we're going to do that giveaway. We're going to give away a thug that I've not yet finished. They're close. Then we're going to give away the burnt relic. And we're going to give away some P&W fun stuff.
And Shane, I don't know if you said this. I don't know what the rules are, but I'm assuming, and I shouldn't even assume, but I'm guessing you don't have to be present to win, or do you have to be present to win? Okay, I didn't think so.
No.
We'll track you down.
So what we're going to do is every winner's going to get a P&W fun stuff pin. So the grand prize, the runner-up will get one, then 3 more people will just win the pin. So, yeah, that's easy enough. You scrolling down it, John?
Yeah, I am.
I see now.
I just thought it might be easier to read. And I'm only going to scroll through it one more time, then I'm going to make it big or small.
Okay.
But the only names that have been added have been Ryan's 10 entries
Right.
and 5 doors.
Okay. That sounds right. Start $50 for somebody that wants it. Wants what, Ed?
The Dolphin.
Oh, it was a runner-up prize already. I mean, if y'all want to bid on it, that's completely up to. I mean, I wasn't planning on that, but the thing about giving away art is if you know the time that went into it for him to make it, and then it's not even going to come close to what it's.
The values, yeah,
right.
It's always kind of.
I know burnt relic has gotten a little aggravated in the past, because not everybody in the knife community appreciates that type of thing. I have a buddy right now that does wood burning and goes to shows and makes a ton of money, but he doesn't go to knife shows.
Hey, Brian S. got a question, Shane.
Sure, what did it say?
It
Did I get an
says
entry for the Soul Stone? How can I get in? Okay, Brian F., the Soul Stone was an auction. It's not part of the raffle for the thug. If you want in on this list, it's a $20 donation to James.
Shane, but since he bought that one, he gets 1 entry for it, because for the overall giveaway, not for the thug, but for the
Right, yeah, Brian, you've got an entry for this.
For the big one. You don't have an entry for the thug though.
Right. Which you already have a thug, so
yeah, there's several different.
You're in on the overall drawing. Richard, I appreciate that, but like I said, it just I felt bad because I couldn't communicate with Burnt Relic as much as I'd like to about it. I was aiming, to raise a couple $100 to help him out, and it got so much bigger so fast that it was just hard for me to keep up with what was going on, and just trying to keep up with who sent what and sending it to him. But I just mentioned that so I can. I'm going to transfer Ryan's money he just sent me now to James. Maybe okay.
I saw something interesting today.
Ryan, I don't think yours showed up yet.
I had to send it Venmo. My PayPal's locked up.
Oh, that's right. That's right. Somebody did send PayPal though. I don't know who it is. Let me see. 'Cause there's money on there now that wasn't there. So let me see who that is. That half empty. 2 more entries, John.
Okay, hold on a sec. Got it.
All right. I forgot you're on Venmo. Right.
Well, I've got a PayPal too. I can't ever find you on there, and then it is
That scares me to death when I'm not positive too. You know what I mean?
Control V copy and Control C paste. Control C's copy, Control V's paste, right?
Correct.
If I'm not just completely positive of the person, it scares me to death.
I think the last couple of times I've sent you money, I tried to find you on there. I couldn't find you.
Yeah. Well, that's weird. It's never said that before. Let's see. Oh, because that's Venmo. It doesn't ask about friends and family. If it showed up here, I'll go ahead and send it straight to him.
All right. Just as a update, I don't have the exact tallies in front of me, but we're sitting. Hang on one second. Let me add these in there. 8, 2. We're at over 2,100 right now raised.
Good job, everybody.
Outstanding, guys. Gal. Outstanding.
So that's got empties and Ryan's money sent right now. So that's done.
Awesome, awesome.
Thank you all very much, man. Yeah. I don't know that I'm going to do it in the future. I mean, I think his needs are probably going to extend. This is my thing, though, guys. I don't want to, I'll just be honest. I don't have a whole lot of funds, and when I see fundraisers happening, I often feel guilty if I can't participate, and I don't want to browbeat y'all every week over raising money for somebody. So that's why I wanted to just run it for a week and be done with it. Now, anything you guys want to do in the future, it would be hugely appreciated, but I'm not going to keep asking for money because it's hard for me to do to begin with. So,
All right, check that. I just added in all of the raffles for the thug Shane.
right.
You're now at 2,500
Oh,
raised.
wow. Yeah. I guess you keep in mind, this is, to some people it's not, but $2,500 is life changing to me. And James is in a worse place than I am.
Well, I can only imagine what difference it's making in his quality of life. You've already said just from the procedure.
When he asked me permission to use some of the money to feed his kids while he was in Atlanta, I was like, James, you don't have to ask me permission to do anything with this money. You know, I was like, but absolutely. Because like, even once he knew he could get there, he was afraid he was going to have to stay. He didn't know he was going to feed his kids. So it's all, yeah, there you go, Stevie. Richard, that's an awesome idea, man. We're going to be putting something together to help Gary.
Yeah. We talked about that the other night.
Yeah, there's an opportunity right there. And like I said, I don't want to sound like I don't want to help him anymore. I've just done. You
Don't
guys
feel guilty, D-Metal.
expected.
A lot of us are in the same boat, buddy.
Yeah, D-Mel, don't feel bad. I mean, what ends up happening is you can't give to everyone at all times, but when you do have the ability to, just do it when you can, and that's all that matters.
Right, exactly. And like I said, man, you can say a prayer, burn an incense, whatever it is you do.
Burning incense. Well,
Yeah,
that's
whatever it is you do.
Some rosemary or some thyme.
Yeah, to wish some good vibes and healing towards him. It's all appreciated. Yeah. So yeah, keep that in mind, guys. If you have things that you've thought about donating for something charitable, I'll be promoting Gary's fundraiser too. So there's always more opportunities.
I remember during the first Jason Brown raffle, Stevie didn't know me very well, and neither did Maddie. I don't think. I mean, we knew each other, but not like close enough. And I didn't have any money at the time to donate, and I offered to donate a putter, and they just kind of looked at me like, "What the hell's wrong with you?" I'm like,
No,
you want to raise money? I'm like,
It's probably a $300 putter at least.
like it's worth money, but
Scotty Cameron, what is it? Scotty
Yeah,
Cameron putters that are so expensive.
What do
Yeah,
you
I've-
think a putter would bring in the knife community, Kyle?
I don't know. But it was.
And there's no telling, but the knife
Hey, I'm a
community,
golfer. A lot of people have golf clubs that.
no, you ain't touched grass, dude. Don't be bullshit.
Dude, I've played golf sober 3 times without alcohol, so it has probably been over a year. But I can still hit them straight. I just have a terrible short game.
Right. I kind of like this. That's got Ryan's face blocked.
I thought you'd get a kick out of that, Stevie.
I'm lucky because you think she's blonde. That's all I heard.
Ryan, I did used to collect Scotties. I've got a ton of Scotty memorabilia.
Do you?
Oh yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I got prototypes. I've got some signed stuff. I've got some ultra rare head covers. I used to be a real Scotty Cameron nut.
Todd, we're talking about 2 different types of grass, buddy. I know what you're saying.
I touch grass often.
Oh, man, that's funny. So,
Hey, y'all hear about the new Alabama law where they've limited the THC that are in those sodas? You can only buy the THC sodas now through the ABC board, which we have a controlled state, so they get double money. But the maximum amount that they can put in a drink, I think, is 10%, where now they have 50%.
is that a
Javon.
lot, though? Lot.
Javon, you don't need any of that shit.
Would a
No,
whole 10% soda not me on my ass, though?
no, because it's not. It's not
I
the.
think a 2% soda would probably knock me on my ass.
Not really, because it's not the same as the stuff you've eaten before that's real. This is a little bit different. You know, it's that
Eric,
delta.
If you know some bungee golfers, I would watch videos of that.
No doubt.
I would watch videos of some guys bungee golfing. That would be entertaining.
Javon needs 10% just to
I know what
stand
you
up
meant,
to
by the way.
it, don't you, buddy?
Always.
I probably didn't get much more than 10% in Atlanta last year, and y'all saw what it did to me.
Hey, I'll be right back. I've got to. I got to make a phone call real quick.
All right.
Inbox of that bitch made.
Well, while he's taking a break, I'm gonna do the same thing. I go get a drink. I'll be right back.
How you ever look at shoot yes stuff? What does that mean?
I'm not sure.
Everybody got to fuck with the vine guy.
It's probably
All right, Eric.
a golf brand. I'm thinking.
We wouldn't have mentioned it if it wasn't funny.
Is Sheetway a player?
Derek, I'll try to send you a nice braille note when I send you this knife.
I don't know what bungee golf is, Mass Fashion.
I think he meant a bunch of golfers.
Kyle should know because Derek's from Ohio, so apparently it's an Ohio thing.
No, it's not a thing. It's not a thing at all. He mistyped.
I'm just picturing a dude bungee jumping off a bridge by his ankles and trying to get a good driver swing when he gets close to
Do you know how disoriented you would be?
Kyle, I know how difficult it is to hit a golf ball when you're not falling at 150 miles an hour. So,
Bettina, well, by the time I got into this stuff, I was already out of the golf stuff, so I don't. Yeah, but
Hey,
Just
Kyle,
what?
I got something to show you. Shoot Yay. Designed for golf stuff. You might find this if Shane will share it.
I'll do it. I got it.
what
Okay.
are those? Oh, those are divot tools?
Yep. But that's just one of the
Wow.
things he does. Look at that
Good.
guy.
Yep.
And it's like a putter stand too.
Yep.
What are the holes for?
Probably just to put it on a lanyard or something. There's nothing. That's not. Or I don't know. Maybe if they want someone really want to be stupid and put a T through it, but
I don't I don't fix my divots. I just leave them for the golf course
You
employees.
son of a bitch.
I've never heard of these guys.
How that gives them job security.
Bullshit. They got
No,
enough
it
to do,
doesn't.
Shane.
If
That's like
everybody
walk-
quit fixing their
No.
own divots,
No.
give them more hours.
That's like walking to the grocery store and just spitting on the ground. Asshole.
Shane has that too.
They need a job. They got to mop the floors.
I've only golfed one time, Kyle. It's not an issue.
I don't care.
And I did I at least pushed them down with the tip of my shoe.
So every time that I see a dead spot on the golf course, I'm going to wonder if that's the one place Shane golfed.
It's the Oxmoor Valley Ridge course. The only place I've ever played. Well, I played a practice round at Indian something in Anniston.
Well, what are these little things? Copper aerator. I guess that's for a golf course too.
No, that's for
No.
aerating the guy beside you if he's playing better than you. You just aerate his jugular and you win.
Yeah, no doubt. I noticed he's got other knife related stuff, but he's got a lot of golf signs and stuff. Like this looks like a ball marker, maybe. The green is super deep.
D metal.
Huh?
I was talking to D metal. If he was going for like grounds crew, he was going for agronomy to become an agronomist.
Yeah, I got a buddy here that's went to college for is it horticulture?
There's horticulture is a form of it, but agronomy is the actual
Groundskeeping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I've had to take classes in that too.
Yeah, this old dude makes good money. He runs the grounds here at the Gadsden Country Club.
When I was in college, I took some
The one that ends
horticulture.
across the street from my house.
I took some horticulture in our rental house using a baby pool and made some good money.
So
And didn't have to go
Is
to
that
class one.
if Ryan comes back, since you brought up Scotty Cameron, I'll show him a putter that I used to own, then I sold. I just saw it recently go up for auction, and it makes me sick for what it's going for now compared to what I sold it for. But
Shane, that's the beauty of
I'll
water
get a
jet
drink.
right
I'll be
there.
I'd be willing to bet that's. I don't know if that's what. I bet that's wire EDM'd.
It may be, but the nesting, the theory is the same, right? You get
Yeah,
six
one
little
is
waves.
more precise. That looks like wire EDM. I could be wrong, but it looks like wire EDM to me. What's up, Paul?
And you know better than me.
That and this guy seems like the type that would pay the extra for the wire EDM. I can't afford
Are
it.
these tees?
It's about $45 a knife, I think, to have it the blade wire EDM'd. Which is why transparent knives blades are the price that they are.
Look at that, Kyle, a tee. How about that go flying if you hit it low?
If
Is
the
that
tee don't fly out of the ground, you didn't do something right.
Well, you want to get a little of your tee.
Those are metal tees.
Yep,
God,
What do you
dang.
think of that, Kyle?
titanium.
You're gonna screw your golf clubs up. Bye bye
Maybe.
drivers.
What is
Interesting
the base
stuff.
of a golf club? Isn't it titanium?
Uh,
I don't know what they're made out of.
Terry said, well, that's a good way to fuck up a $300 driver.
that's a divot tool. That's an aerator divot tool.
Has to be something like that.
I don't understand what that's for, though. You just
It's for like that whole like instead of I'll go back up here.
Dent in the turf there, not the turf, but a dent. You don't want the dent to be on your green because it'll affect your putts.
Right there. You fix it with that.
So pretty much the divot tool and the aerator do the same thing. You just poke
Yes.
it through. Okay.
It's just a smaller version with one spike on it.
Josh Worth hit it dead on. Yeah.
Pocket junk for golf nuts.
Don't need none of
Exactly.
that crap, but you want it. I get it.
You know what I've got? And this is before I was in the knife game. My divot tool is a little switchblade. It's a little aluminum thing, and I push a button, and the divot tool comes out.
Golfers get mad when you use the shuffle. No, me and Five Door, we could golf golf together. I just know it.
I've golfed in Five Doors hometown.
We can't golf together at the Robert Trent Jones Oxmoor Valley Ridge course. So I was asked not to ever come back there.
You'd be asked not to come back to every place I ran.
Hey, here's the thing. I didn't even wreck that golf cart. That guy wrecked it racing me. And when we got to that little wooden bridge, it's only one car wide. He went off in the creek. So I gave him a ride back to the clubhouse trying to be a nice guy. And they asked me not to come back as well.
Hey, in high school, I had a friend that was working at a country club there.
Yeah.
And
for Ronnie Turner?
Huh?
Was he working for Ronnie Turner?
I don't know. I don't remember. And I'm not going to say any of the people I was with's names, but he had the keys to the golf carts, to the building with all the golf carts. And anyway, we went up there. We might have had a little bit to drink, and we went up there about midnight one night, got some golf carts out. We're just running all over the golf course. And the golf cart I was in, me and my buddy ended up in the pond out there at Country Club. And because it was pitch black. We didn't know where we were going. We were just driving full speed. Next thing you know, we're upside down in the pond. And he gets out and he's holding his arm, and this is hanging at a 90-degree angle. I will never forget him looking at me, flopping that arm around, going, "Look at my arm, it's broke." Look at
Are there any fish in that pond? Because, dude, the Robert Trent Jones course, Silver Lakes, dude, those lakes have absolute trophy bass in them.
Really?
Countless bass over 10 pounds in that golf course.
Damn.
Yeah.
We had one like that where one of the guys we were playing with was walking, and we had to go up past a long bridge, so he just hopped on the back for a ride. And as we got on the other side, it kind of banked down to the right. Well, we thought he was staying on, but he decided he was going to get off, and he stepped off, and we kept going, and he ended up landing on his ankle, broke his ankle, and as he rolled, he had his bag on his back. He landed straight on his shoulder, broke his collarbone as well, too. His collarbone compounded. I mean, it was sticking out of his arm. We're like, what in the hell?
That sounds like a John Elway.
It was grossest thing I've ever seen.
But Tina, I think it's because of the fertilizer they add to the grass, gets in the water, fertilizes the algae bloom, which feeds the small fish, which make the big fish bigger.
Fertilize the fish.
Yeah, and they're probably radioactive too.
Yeah, I would not eat anything that ever came out of one of those things.
Out of a golf course.
And most golf courses don't let people fish in them either, so those fish get ginormous.
Well, I know Kenny that runs Silver Lakes. He's the head ground guy at Silver Lakes. And if I call him, he'll let me know. Like if it's, I can only go on certain days, but he can get me in to fish. And then he takes like a lot of young kids out there fishing and helps them land their first 5-pound bass or whatever. So they know he's doing it and they allow it. You just can't show up during the middle of a big $5 tournament and walk out there with your fishing pole. That don't work. Well, it's not sushi grade, but you can fry.
Derek, I did meet John Daly, but not at a golf course, at an event.
This is going to piss me off. I'm trying to find this putter to show. Trying to find this putter to show you, Ryan.
I know his putters are expensive.
No, I had this. I've had several of the Circle T's, which the tour issued. You only got them if you're on tour, and they go for just stupid money.
Yeah.
You can't convince me that expensive putter makes you any better a golfer.
No, so like, I mean, a good one versus a standard one can, but being a Circle T is just because it was issued to a circle or to a tour player makes it that valuable.
Yeah, like I've got a rifle over there that's guaranteed 1 MOA to 1,000 yards, but I can't shoot 1 MOA to 1,000 yards.
Yeah.
These will be the price of a cheap used car. That's what they go for. They're crazy.
Well, it's close enough. Let's go ahead and do, because I mean, apparently nobody else is going to enter, so that's fine. Let's go ahead and do Kyle's No,
Do the thug first.
let's do the thug giveaway, John. So post.
All right. So what we're going to do is I'm going to
You have-
copy these. Hold on 1 second.
You got random.org open?
Yep. Hold on. Control C, and then I'm going to go stop sharing, and I'm going to go present. And go here and go control. All right, so I took all the names from the list and put them in here. Half empty was the last two.
Yeah. You're
And
gonna
now I'm
randomize
going to randomize it. And now this is what our list is going to be from. Okay. Can y'all see the list? Is it set up yet?
Yeah.
All right. So now what we're going to do.
You're bad
we
luck.
got-
I've never seen number one win, but whatever.
Well, we've got 1 to 36. And don't
Yeah.
say never. So, because we're going to go to another generator on just Google. We're going to use Google's random number generator. And we're going to go 1 through 36, right? Yeah.
Whoever wins this, just so you know, I'm currently working on this batch of thugs. They're very close. And I will have a few different scale materials and colors. So when you win, I'll send you some pictures of what I've got and let you pick the one that you want.
Share the screen, buddy.
Oh, yeah. I'm sorry.
That's all right. All right. So I got 1 to 36 in there. Is everybody ready?
Yeah.
Here we go. Good luck, guys. You see that?
Yeah. That's the winner, number 17.
Yep. So I'm going to stop sharing. Y'all remember number 17. I've got the page saved. Now I'm going to go share our list, our random list, and we're going to see who number 17 is. Y'all ready?
Yeah. If it's Ryan Ellis, I have to do this all over again. I'm going to be pissed.
Cole Hall.
Broke ass knives. How about that? I don't even think he's in here, is he?
Way
Nope.
to dox him.
It doesn't. What do you mean, way to dox him? Everybody knows his name's Cole.
They don't know the rest.
Oh,
Hey, it doesn't matter. The way that they came in is the only way I could put them in, fuck stick.
No, I'm not talking about you, jackass. I'm talking about
Oh, you're talking
Shane.
about putting
No.
look, if you don't want to be doxxed at some point in the future, you probably just shouldn't do anything.
Shane doxes everybody.
I don't think
Congratulations, Cole.
of it. Let's message Cole.
There he is.
Is he here? Oh, that's awesome. And keep this in mind, guys. Cole had uno entries and won. So that's
Good
awesome.
job, Cole.
Yeah.
It's random, guys.
Wait, he used more than one vowel in a phrase. He
Who
must
did?
be actually excited.
Who?
Cole.
Oh, yeah. That's me. Who's fuck sticking a jackass? What does that mean?
I call the fuck stick. So he reduced it to the ridiculous.
Congratulations, Cole. I will get with you, get you some pictures of what I've got. And, of course, it'll still have to go to Kyle for an edge and Terry for a sheath, and then it'll make its way to you, buddy. So that's awesome. So I guess we can go ahead and do the other one, too.
That's funny, broke ass knives.
Shane said if Ryan wins, I got to do this over again. I'm going to be pissed.
Yeah. As much as I appreciate the fundraising, but I'm just going to be honest. I'm kind of glad this is over.
Your mental gymnastics have almost concluded.
Yeah, this was nothing like coordinating that bunch of divas for Knives Live. But
Hey, let me tell you something
there's
about
a handful
that.
of people that made it worth. Stevie and Maddie. Those guys were just, man, whatever time. I don't care.
I think for Jason Brown's thing, we should do a 24-hour stream with just a few of us doing maybe 3-hour streams. I went through and I thought we only earned a certain amount Knives Live 2022. I thought we were, but I don't remember. My number was under 10,000 when I went to get the spreadsheet today to customize it and do this other one to copy it.
Yeah.
It was like $10,800. But I didn't remember what the second year
I'll
was.
say this, John. I would be more interested in doing it for Nora
Oh yeah,
than I would Doug. And nothing, I'm not speaking ill towards Doug at all, but I just feel like we would know where the money.
exactly where it went, where
Right.
every penny went.
It's a little more personal than giving to the knife rides.
And why I liked it was I just liked the going from live to live, you
Yeah.
know, and I think you can get makers and companies behind you more.
And here's another thing: we don't necessarily have to try to invite the biggest content creators and turn it into something.
No, that's the whole thing. It could just be the, you know, the usual suspects.
The core community.
Right. And I mean, I wish Knives Live. I did want to see it go big. I just didn't want to do it if it went big.
Said
Like
Stevie.
if Metal Complex was doing it right now, that'd be awesome. Or if Tri-State was doing it, but it's clear they don't want to put in the effort to do it either. Because I've tried to talk them into it. But yeah, it wouldn't go to paying for a politician's dinner. You're right, Stevie. I mean, I get it that there are parts of that. Like I remember when everybody got mad at the Wounded Warriors thing. They found out about this $500,000 party that they threw with donated funds. That's all they told you. But what you didn't find out was, yes, they spent $500,000 throwing this fancy get together and raised like $3 million because they were inviting rich people to come and donate. So it was just an investment that helped the Wounded Warriors even more. But all that got reported was Wounded Warriors spent $500,000 throwing this banquet. They didn't mention the fact that they raised all those other millions because of it. But
silent auctions and all kinds of things go on at those fundraiser parties.
yeah, am I mad that Doug probably bought his dinner with? No, I mean he's got to eat when he's there. But I see what you're saying, though, Stevie.
But I do think to make a difference and to make it more personal makes it more enjoyable.
Yeah, and we don't even have to have, in my opinion, we don't have to have big time donors for that. There's plenty of us that can throw in stuff to.
Sure, but I know plenty of people.
I'm sure Mary Ann would be willing to donate for it. Yeah.
Absolutely.
We just don't have to go as big because when it got big, it got really
hairy,
hard to keep up with.
Yes.
Yeah. All right, so Kyle, you want to start yours?
Yeah, give me a second. I'm finishing up right now. So.
Okay.
Hey, Kyle, it's easier if you just hit Control V.
I straightened him out, Burnt Relic. I told him you did all that by hand. But hey, in these days and times when you see something like that, you assume it probably was done by a robot.
When you look at how good it looks.
Yeah.
Hey, Kyle, you can use shortcuts and it goes a lot quicker, dude.
Yeah, Kyle, speed it up, man.
Yeah, Kyle, Control V. Control V, Kyle.
Hey, Control Delete now.
Javon, I'm going to tell you once and very nicely. Eat my ass.
I'm not a dung beetle, but I appreciate
I'm not even going to show what this giveaway is for. Everybody knows what the thug looks. Everybody in here knows what the thug looks like by now. So, and then this next. Well, wait a minute.
The thug was just given away.
Wait, there's more.
No, there is. Yeah, we're supposed to give away Burnt Relic's art piece off Javon's list as well. So draw another number.
Draw another number where I'm doing this.
Yeah.
All right, I'm going to put another randomizer in there. Hold on. I'm just going to push Control C.
Okay.
And I'm going to open up the random generator number thing. Oh. And you can share it, Shane, whenever you're ready. Is it sharing?
It's on the screen.
All right, I'm gonna hit again, and it's gonna do is it's gonna reshuffle these names.
Right. And we're not doing that. You can only win once. If guys entered more than once, then they just bought more chances.
Yep.
That's only fair enough.
So now we're gonna go stop sharing. I'm gonna go back to my little number thing.
Hey, Maddie's going to give away his Arius. That's awesome. Save that for Gary, Maddie.
We're gonna go to.
Hey, I think we should give away Maddie's Aurelia.
Hey,
that's already been given away.
Share for me, Shane.
Oh, I'm sorry, John.
That's all right, dude.
I bid infinity.
All right, y'all ready?
Yep. 32.
All right. Y'all remember 32? Let's go back to our list. That's the last name on the list, kids. For those of you who are counting. And that is brother Paul Mills.
Paul Mills.
Second to the last on the list.
Wait a minute, 32.
That's 35, bro.
That's half empty, buddy.
What's my number? Hold on
32.
a second. 32. Okay. That's why I keep it half empty.
Dyslexic too.
We've got your address half empty. I will get that. We'll handle getting that shipped out to you.
Write it down. Sorry for the false alarm, Paul. That's my short-term memory loss.
Both of the winners also get a P&W
You owe
fun
Paul
stuff.
a serious apology.
I apologize,
Ink
Paul. I touched grass.
And I think we have a couple more ink pens to give away.
Who's the fuck stick?
I am a fuck stick. I too am a fuck stick, I guess is more appropriate.
All right, John, do one more. This one's for a P&W fun stuff. Looks like maybe a cedar ink pen.
All right.
Yes, that was
The
very
same
very
list of
nice.
names.
Share that for me if you would, Shane.
Got it.
All right.
That
I'm
was
hitting
very kind of
again.
you, my brother. We appreciate you, brother.
All right, we got a new list. See that?
Yeah.
I'm gonna stop sharing. I'm gonna go to the random.
Kyle, will you write these down so I don't forget them all?
I'm already doing it.
I knew you would. You can always count on Kyle. He's surprisingly professional.
All right. Shane, can you share that? You got it ready?
So, yeah.
Kyle's on it.
All right, let's do it. 36. I already know who that is. 'Cause that's the bottom one. Stop sharing.
Yeah, but you randomized it again.
I know, but I saw the top and the bottom were the same person. It randomly put the person at the top and the person at the bottom, which in this case is Richard Hopkins.
Richard Hopkins.
Big night for
Proud
Richard.
winner of a P&W Fun Stuff ink pen.
Shane,
And we have one more to give away.
hang on. Shane, when you
Yeah.
send that pair 3, go ahead and just tape one of those pens to it right now so you don't forget. Put that in there with that, and I'll send it all at one time to Richard.
Okay.
Shane, are we going to use our same list or is this a different list?
Now, there's one more pen to give away, and then you'll be done, John.
Oh, I didn't know. I'm just curious. I'm going to pull it up again then. And I'm going
These are all
to.
donated by P&W Fun Stuff. by
Yeah,
the way.
thank you, PNW. That's
Yep.
Oh, I
Thanks,
didn't
bud.
think about that. Kyle, did you put P&W Fun Stuff in for the contributors giveaway?
I believe I did.
Good deal.
I'll double check, but I believe I did.
Yeah, it should have Brian F. in there and Kevin Smith and Knives in there
Yep. I got them in there too.
and okay.
All right, guys. I just found an inconsistency, but it hadn't come up yet. We've actually got 35 entries, not 36. 36 is a total. So I copied too far. So
Okay.
I'm going to do this time. I'm going to do 1 through 36. I've got to do 1 through 36. But if it turns out to be total, we draw again. Deal?
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So
Do you count the first line?
Yes, Derek. Ed
the
Harrison's in
last
there.
line. Share it, Shane, or
We got 3 or
Kyle.
4
I'm,
spots.
I'm doing something. Hang on. Shane, share
I
that,
got it.
buddy.
I got it.
Here we go. Number 10. Number 10.
TSK is for double. It's funny. I can't believe Ryan didn't win anything. He's got all those.
Share it.
entries.
He just
Everyone-
won. Share
Everyone
the screen. He won this one.
He won the pen. I ain't even got to ship that.
Number 10 is
Yeah.
brother Ryan.
he's like, I ain't even gonna ship it. He ain't getting it.
Yeah. No, I'll see you in a week.
Yeah, you give it to me later.
Congratulations, dude.
All
So let
right.
me put your manic scales with it too. All right.
Everyone
So
gets a pen. All right.
now, just to clarify, guys, this giveaway right here, it doesn't matter if you entered the raffle or you won an auction or you donated an item. Did you get burnt relic on it, Kyle? Just to make sure.
Give me a second. I'll check.
Okay. If you contributed to this in any way, you're in for this drawing. And of course, Ryan Ellis is in on this too. I'm sure you already got him.
Yeah, Ryan's in there several times.
Gotcha.
I do not. Give me a second. I'll put it in Burnt Relic.
Okay. Cody C, these were all raffle spots that were done for a charity giveaway.
I think we're not doing just single names. We're doing it the same way we did before. If you have multiple entries, you get multiple.
Right. Yeah, so 5 doors should get entry for each knife. All that, yeah.
Yeah.
If you need
Okay.
a couple minutes, we can shoot the shot.
I'm ready to go. Give me a second. I'll be able to share this.
That's true, Maddie.
Maddie,
You should-
well, it's kind of true. The humor, yes. The good looks is up in the air, buddy.
Subjective at best.
Yeah. Sorry.
His
but,
babysitter's kind of cute, so somebody thinks he's good.
I mean, look, you consider us good friends. We're just honest with you, big dog.
Yeah.
All right. So here is the list of names. I'll scroll through them real quick.
Yeah, this has all got to do with they got an entry for if they bought something, if they gave something, all that. That's why some people have multiple entries.
Yep. If they participated in any of the raffles or auctions, they're there. So,
I really just want to give away on Rob's. That's awesome, Todd.
So-
You said Cole just won a TCAL also.
1 through 7.
Awesome.
So that is 1 through 74 is the number. We're going to go over here. Give me a second, and I'll present the screen.
You'll
Hey, I
like
said
that
you had a-
detail.
I said you had a good-looking babysitter. It was kind of a compliment.
All right. Can you see the screen now?
But
I
now you
can't.
know you can always come to us for
All
honesty.
right. We got 1 through 74. Let's hit generate. Number 59. So let me go back here, stop the screen, present the next screen, and we're going to go to the list, and we will scroll down together to 59. Dragoon LSK.
Awesome.
Who is that?
He wasn't in here tonight, but he bid. He was on there. I think he got 5 donations towards the Kaimano over on Big Doug's channel.
Oh, okay.
Sweet.
Congratulations,
I don't
Dragoon.
know him, Kyle. We need to message. He needs to know that.
Hey, Kathleen Smith donated a knife. Somebody just said.
What's that?
Somebody just said Kathleen Smith donated a knife. D-metal.
Oh, shoot.
Very good.
It's up to you guys. Shane, it's your thing. You call.
Oh man, now you're making it so hard.
Oh, I mean,
Yeah, she wasn't in the. If she wasn't in the drawing,
It's only fair.
I
to
don't
leave
feel like
it.
it's fair that she is.
I'm sorry. We were doing so many things tonight. I forgot that.
No, hey,
This,
dude, it's not a problem. No
You know,
harm,
they
no
did a
foul.
really nice item. She needs to be on the
I'll
list.
say you just add it in there and re-randomize it.
I'm going to. I'm getting the list of names again. Give me a second. Sorry, Kathleen. Sorry, Shane.
No worries, dude. Just an honest mistake.
I'm not going to let you forget it, Kyle.
I don't care, Ryan.
Kyle's been sharpening for like 2 weeks straight. He has very little patience.
It wouldn't be the first time something like this has happened. And here's the thing, guys: if you start questioning the honesty or legitimacy of something like this, just
You're in
don't
the wrong place.
participate.
Yeah, you're in the wrong place.
All right. Let me get off of there. I'll present the screen again.
And I'll be honest, if Dragoon hears about this and is upset,
You know what, Shane? Let's just do this. Shane, let's just do this.
what?
Let Dragoon win it, and then let Kathleen get something, and I'll pay for whatever Kathleen wants.
You ain't got
I'll throw in on that. Hey, Shane, I'll throw in that too.
Just get her a knife too, and I'll take care of that. That way, it's okay.
That works for me.
Because I don't want anyone to feel. I don't want to feel anyone left out.
You guys are too much.
Rockmore has a good point though, Kyle. You didn't have total on the
Yeah, total isn't on there either.
because my
total's getting screwed over tonight, boy.
No shit.
my list is
Kathleen, we're not arguing with you. We'll just make it happen. Don't worry about it.
It's fair, girl.
That's right. We can be nice if we want to.
we're gonna do.
Kathleen wants a Rockstead.
What was
How many
that?
of you guys? How many of you guys?
Homestead?
Yes, that was for a homestead.
Okay.
How many of you guys were intrigued by the Rockstead when Jared Neese first started showing it, and now could care less?
I could care less then. I could care less now. I never was intrigued by it. It should have a shiny blade.
They're pretty to look at, but
I'm sure it's very nice to hold too.
Yeah, Derek, we got it, buddy. You're good. We got it. We'll take care of Miss Kathleen. Yeah. It is, and you're right, Richard, and that can be hard and stuff like this, dude. Like, people have different opinions on if you buy more than one entry, should you be able to win more than once and all that stuff. And none of them are wrong. But I feel like if a guy, buys 10 entries,
they should get 10 chances to win. They should win 10 knives if they come up 10 times.
Right.
If you buy 100 entries per giveaway, and you win a knife, and then your other 99 entries are taken out, that's bullshit, in my opinion.
D-metal, not at all, buddy.
That wasn't fair at all.
Yeah, Shane, D-metal, not at all.
I wasn't talking about anybody in particular. I was just saying that's a shitty way to do it.
I meant as far as we didn't think you were questioning anything. We just wanted to make
sure.
No,
yeah.
Fair. That's all.
Yeah, I didn't mean it that way either. I wanted a Rockstead until they bought. Yeah, that kind of ruined it for me too, man. I don't want to bring up controversial stuff. I just want to say this. I do find it odd how we pick and choose who we want to hold accountable for things they did 80 years ago and who we don't. You know what I mean? Like Germany will forever be tied to the whole Nazi movement, but nobody ever really talks about Italy or, you know what I'm saying? It's just weird how we forget some of it, but
it's not. It's the way it's fed to us, dude. It's all about global politics and
no, right, because Italy didn't change their mind because they felt bad. They changed their mind because they were losing.
Like, they were about to be cool.
So on a lighter note, I would like to give a huge shout out to Ryan Ellis, Kathleen, 5-Door, PNW, anyone who has donated, greatly appreciated. I know James's family will appreciate this. I don't even know James, but I know Shane, and if Shane vouches for how good a dude he is, then he's like a little brother, I'll say. And I just want to say thank you for all you guys. I really appreciate it.
Well, you did your part, buddy.
And huge shout out to Kyle, because like I said, guys, Kyle raised more money than I did, and this was my thing. So that's awesome, man.
I'm just doing what I can to help.
It's huge what a village can do.
Hey, let me answer this.
Unreal, Fed.
Yep, Fed. Everyone who donated, everyone who bought. Yeah,
absolutely
appreciate it, everybody. Not excluding anybody. That's why I just was trying to name people who donated items and or participated in all the events.
All right, now that it's over, Maddie, send me my knife back.
Yeah, Maddie, I'll give you $50 for that ABW slip joint.
Yeah, Ryan just said you could have it to rent.
Yeah.
To lease, not lease to own.
Now he's given. Yeah.
Complimentary 6-month lease.
Not that long. He's had it long enough now.
It was already, Maddie, it was already done that way before you got it.
Joke's on you, man. I keistered it first.
Who got seconds?
What's up, B Shady?
B.
Still one of my
Shady.
favorite names in the knife community.
there you go.
His legless hot dog.
You weren't there for that, were you, Shane?
I
Friday night when he opened up his packages.
don't think so. No.
So you know he had that hot dog and then broke the leg off of it, right? And he kept saying, "I'm gonna get a corn dog stick and I'll do it," but he just never did it.
Yeah.
Well, then someone in the mail sent him a whole thing of just the corn dog like sticks, and then he was all like, "Thank you, thank you, thank you," and then had to turn on the show and that he broke the other leg off too. So now we're looking up for toy wheelchairs for the hot dog.
Right.
That hot dog.
Hot dog's getting a sweet wheelchair.
That is very interesting. If y'all ever looked at toy wheelchairs on Google and Amazon, they're everywhere. Like it's a thing.
Hey, Maddie, I thought about you Friday night. I went to Taco Bell. First of all, I got fucked on my Mexican pizzas again. They added beans to them, but I was smart enough to try their Taco Bell chicken nuggets, which are delicious, by the way. But the sauce I got was a jalapeno mustard sauce, and it was freaking awesome.
I love how John, like, hey, Maddie, I was thinking about you when I was getting fucked at Taco Bell the other night.
Dude, I didn't notice till I got home. I got home, turned on Said Stevie, took a first bite of my Mexican pizza, and it was kind of had that consistency of not meat. And I was like, God dang it. I almost drove back down there. If I didn't have those 10 nuggets that were delicious, I would have been back down there going, what the
So you're
fuck?
saying
is this?
Taco Bell's chicken nuggets are delicious?
They're
They're
delicious,
horrible.
dude. No, they're not. Not the ones I got. And they just could have been fresh, but they're breaded with regular breading and crushed tortilla chips. And then they've got like a Taco Bell light seasoning on them. And then the sauces are great. I only had the jalapeno mustard, but they've got a couple of other sauces that look like they'd be really good too.
I tried them once. I bit into the first one. It was like a rock, and I threw them
Was
all
it the
away.
round one? They have the round ones and they've got the like longer ones.
They were round, but it was literally the consistency of a rock. I just threw it away.
Yeah, that's and
I noticed-
so much
I
of it's
noticed
how
right
they
here-
prepare them.
Ryan, do you remember how good Jack's chicken, egg, and cheese biscuit used to be?
Yes.
They've changed the chicken. Now when you bite into it, you remember when you were a kid in school? Did you ever bite the eraser off your pencil? That
No,
snap it
no.
makes.
That's
I
only
did.
you, buddy.
That's what their chicken. When you bite into it, it snaps like it's made of rubber. This.
Comes out of an extruder.
So that chicken's like eating an eraser.
Until Shane turned 13, he thought super glue was a condiment. He was one of them kids.
It's just
Hey, I
like
was a white glue kid. I
Dude,
love
wait,
that. shit.
bus windows.
tasted a bus window, dude. Don't knock it till you try it.
Well, we know you can't wear a helmet with the size of that head.
No, that's true. That's 100% true. When I played football, the boosters ordered us all brand new bike air helmets. You know, the ones you pumped up. Everybody had a brand new shiny helmet, but me, because I had Alan Gibbs hand me down Rydell because it was the only one that would fit on my head. They had to special order it for Alan to fit on his head. He was such a large human being.
Surprised they just didn't put leather around your head.
It looked like somebody took an angle grinder and just ditched it through that thing where Alan had hit people so hard. I didn't do it any harm. I was nowhere near the ball player he was, but it just looked funny. I was easy to find on the field because my helmet was like flat gray and everybody else's was almost like chrome gray looking. Yeah. Taco Bell chicken nuggets.
They are
Oh,
good, man.
you've had the jackpot this week, buddy.
Yeah.
You got a brand new TKL knife. That's awesome.
Which TKL did you get?
There's still nothing better than Taco Bell's fries. Those things are phenomenal.
The fries were good. I'll admit that. I did like the fries.
They got them back still, the Dorito fries.
Oh, do they?
Yeah.
I don't go there enough but with it.
It's been a
I,
long
I,
time.
I don't go there by choice at all. My wife just happened to bring me some one night with the cheese dip. Man. The
Yep.
Nighthawk. Which one's the Nighthawk? Pull that up, somebody.
The Nighthawk is the
Javon's on it.
It's one of the sweetest ones. I got it right here. Hold on.
I knew he did.
I had a Nighthawk. I traded it to
I don't act
Carter.
like you never bit the eraser off of a pencil, dude. You know damn well you did.
He's been stewing with that.
I've never been.
You absolutely did. And then you had this, the whole time you used it after that, you regretted your pencil eraser was all jagged. And
I can't look. I don't remember a single time ever eating a damn eraser.
I didn't eat it. I just bit it off. Like I was sitting there chewing on it, and I kind of liked the texture, and I bit down a little too hard, and it snapped off.
Ryan, we weren't in the same classes as Shane was.
Yeah, Shane was in.
Let me tell you what I did, dude.
Shane was in one of Marty's classes.
When I got to high school, I signed up for advanced classes. I actually am pretty smart.
He signed up for it. We didn't actually get in.
No, I was in all of them. And my senior year, I'd actually made seniors top 10 because my GPA was so high. But they wouldn't give it to me for two reasons. One,
wait a minute, was there 9 kids in your high school?
No, there was over 100 that graduated. But listen, for one, I had missed 63 days of my senior year. And they said it would look bad if they put me in seniors top 10 after missing that much school. And the other was because my senior year, I realized I wasn't going to get an advanced degree because I got kicked out of Spanish for cussing the Spanish teacher. You can't get an advanced degree without a foreign language. So I was taking
in Spanish or in English.
In English, I couldn't speak a word of Spanish. So I realized my senior year I wasn't going to get the advanced diploma. So I thought, you know what? I'm just going to skate through this year, and I signed up for all remedial classes. Like literally, my math class was double-digit addition and subtraction. Like just what they used to call the box, the remedial learning classes. I signed up for all those and skated through my senior year. And they're like, you can't do that and be in seniors top 10. I was like, whatever, I'm out.
Yeah, I'm out of here anyway.
Yeah. Give me my degree. I'm going to the military anyway. It don't matter. Yeah.
Nice.
Mhm.
That's awesome, Cole.
That is, dude.
I'm awesome that you got it, Cole. Of course, I would have been proud for anybody to get it, but I don't know. Some people it just tickles me more to see them get things, especially somebody that doesn't already have one. Because I think the only thing you have from me, Cole, is a prick. Isn't that right? Is that correct? Or
Hey, Javon, what color are those scales? Black.
They are kind of gunmetal. Here, you want me to open them?
It's gonna look good on this one, this bronze blade.
Yep. Here, let me open them for you.
Or it'll look better on one with a black blade.
I think the contrast, the bronze blade.
This is one of my. I bought this because I like the way it looked.
Yeah.
It's super subjective, dude, but let me show them to you.
That's right. You got the black and pink kitchen knife. That's right. It's actually a camp cook knife, but yeah.
Oh yeah, he got one of those, but that was an early one. You'll be pleasantly surprised, Cole.
Yeah.
I may send you one with a black blade.
Yeah, I mean, it might look better with the black, but dude, they're milled perfectly.
Yeah. Yeah, Richard, you've actually got, he's in here or was in here half empty. That was his heathen that I broke the tip off of when it hit the concrete at 1,000 miles an hour. And I shot it. And that's the knife you have, Richard, but it was actually half empty's original knife. But
Ron, if I can find it, and I know I can, when I send it back to you,
I don't camp either, Cole.
I'll send you a Sabenza scale that they sent me with my first driver. It's anode. I don't have a Sabenza, so I'll send you a scale too that comes in a pack like this.
Hey, John, don't send this knife back to me.
Just bring it to you,
Yeah.
dude. I'm sending Shane's tomorrow. He'll have it Wednesday.
We're
He already
literally
gave you till I gave
in
up,
like 5 days.
Yeah, but I can have it back to you in like 3.
Just bring it to Blake Show, John.
I will. Yours came, dude, and I could have shipped yours out almost Saturday if I'd have got it done a little bit sooner. But it came Saturday.
Empty said the dang fling blade. That's exactly, dude. I'm really lucky it didn't fling off that buffer and stab me in the gut. Like I took that buffer wheel off my grinder. I won't use that thing until I figure out a safer way to use it. I'm not using it right now.
Hang on,
I'd
I got
almost have to have.
Brick.
I'd almost have to have like a barrier between me and it, and something to catch a knife if it does. It's just those little strings, man. They'll end up snagging on something and just yank it right out of your hand.
Shane Maddie wants your brick.
All right, I can make that happen.
I bet
I
you
got
can.
some pricks, heat treated and everything. Just got to be wrapped. I wrapped Ron Crow's. I don't know if he's in here. I started to wrap it, and I wasn't happy with it at all. Tore it back off, so I had to redo that. Actually, the problem wasn't with my wrap. I didn't round the top edges enough, and it was going to be uncomfortable to use. So I'm going to take it back to the shop and round those edges a little more before I wrap it again. You want a Tico Colio?
I'm trying to figure out. I got something. I can really share this.
I'm assuming Cheeto's name is a play on Paul Might's Peener Snipper guy, correct?
Yeah.
Oh, B Shady's got a question for you.
Hang on one second. I'm trying to snag this.
Kathleen, that's a good point. I may have to get with Terry about making me a leather apron if he can do something that big.
All right. This was just. Hang on. Shane, close your eyes for a second.
All right.
Damn it. How do I make it bigger? Shit.
You're going to have to read it because you can't make them bigger, unfortunately, on
Oh,
Instagram.
here we go.
Well, I don't have my eyes closed, and Richard, I hope to have one completely finished at Blade Show for him to show, and the rest of them won't be far behind, but it'll be right after Blade Show.
All right, here we go. I'm gonna play this. See if you guys can hear it. Okay.
I don't think it's working, Kyle.
Control V, Kyle. Control V.
Yeah. I see what the conversation was, and I was
I
on
was
track.
reading all the text too.
But the actual valedictorian was my buddy Steve that I buried a couple months ago.
Well, I thought it was funny because it was sent to me. I'm like, you just had that saved on your phone.
Who had it saved?
I can't tell you.
Tell me, I want to know who it was. I love shit like that, man.
Just had it clipped saved when you talked about when you were valedictorian. Or go on track to be, excuse me. I don't want to put words in your mouth.
Well, I ruined it. I mean, my grades were there. I just took the wrong classes. Apparently, you can't skate through senior year and be in seniors top 10.
All right. John, you said I had a
Absolutely, Richard.
question.
I already assumed.
Yeah,
We're-
look at B Shady's question just a few minutes ago.
Yeah, Z-Wear is pretty much the same thing as Crewwear. I mean, it's just another name, but it reacts and takes the same principles of Crewwear. So treat it the same.
Z-Wear and PD1 Micromeld are all that's going to be available. Crewwear is not going to be a thing anymore.
Right.
However, you can get the exact same recipe. It's the exact same steel. It's just not CP and Crewwear.
It's just a Nautilus of whatever that company that makes it is. So
that I know of, the only ones going away completely are Crewwear and
15V.
15V.
So Crewwear is going away?
Yeah.
Wow.
Well, CPM Crewwear is because CPM no longer exists, but like Carpenter makes it the exact same steel, but it's just called PD1 Micro.
I get what you're saying.
Yeah.
I remember you telling me that CPM don't exist anymore.
Yeah.
And then the other one was Z-Finite is an offshoot of that. It's just a slightly different recipe.
Yeah. I can't wait until I can buy my first piece of Magnamax. I already know who's going to buy it. Paul Mills is going to buy it first. I just know who he is.
You see Erica's video?
Yeah, I
I
can't wait.
didn't watch the video. I just saw the thumbnail.
Shut up, Javon.
We watched it. We watched it cuddled on the couch together.
That turns my stomach in so many different directions.
What, me and Erica cuddling on the couch?
Yeah, because I know when you cuddle, you use your tongue. It's just like I can't.
So does she. So does she.
That's a dung beetle right there.
Oh man.
Oh, damn it.
Does she do it justice, or does she just cheerlead for it?
I
No,
don't know.
I mean she tests it, but she changes like from one media to another. Like I don't think she cut cardboard till it quit. She went from cutting cardboard to like making feather sticks. You know how Erica is. She wants to make it real world. However, that makes it. I even commented on the video. I was like, "This isn't scientific at all, nor is it in a controlled setting." Therefore, I'm going to make a video talking about how wrong you are. Heard from her
Did she
yet?
comment back?
I haven't heard from her yet, so I don't know. I don't know.
There you go, Shane.
Watermelon lip gloss. Yeah. Hey, if you show up with some watermelon lip gloss, I'll hook her up.
Hey, what happened to Nicole? She's never around anymore.
I think she went on her merry way.
Maybe a man found her. She's definitely was a keeper.
Yeah, I think she went on her way. I know Erica has. I don't remember that girl's name that lives with her now.
And she's on videos with her now. I've seen another girl that's on there some.
Luke, I drive a Subaru Outback sometimes. It belongs to my wife, and she's lesbian too. So Ryan went to school with her. He knows.
So your stereotype's not off. It's just
Shane's girl, like he just admitted it.
Watermelon lip gloss. Oh, that brings back memories, man.
Watermelon lip gloss.
Bad memories.
They're not bad memories, Kyle. It's a bad idea, but the memories are great.
The memories might have been good, but they should be bad memories.
Yeah. No, what came after that was way worse. At least that was somewhat normal. That never got me shot at. So that's a plus.
that is a plus.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I just
Only violence that ever happened around that one, she committed.
I'll
We were
tell you,
just
I've been
surprised
watching lately are those drunk Karen body cam videos. Have y'all seen those?
Dude, I watch at least 2 hours of body cam videos a day. Every
But these the ones that I'm getting fed aren't the shootings. They're the lady that's like the congressman. He gets pulled over and is like, "No, I'm waiting for my lawyer." No,
I'll watch both. I like to watch the ones where the cop is in the wrong. I like to watch the one where the perp is in the wrong and gets snatched through the window. I like to watch all of them.
Yeah, they're funny.
However, the ones where the cops are in the wrong, like where they're just really overreaching, those I can only watch so much of because I get really mad after a little while.
Yeah, those aren't. I try not to watch those, but I don't get fed of my feed's so fucked up.
we already know that.
Right, Jeffrey.
Shane, did you see Mill's comment? He's in for Magnamax.
I knew you would be. Like, there's no doubt in my mind when I buy that first piece, I was going to have to call Paul Mills immediately. Yeah.
Paul, this Sabenza is one that I modded. I actually put it on bearings.
Yeah, he had that bearing pockets nailed into that and everything.
There goes your warranty. I'm just kidding.
Yeah, it's
drunk Karen.
yeah, I never intended to keep a warranty on this one.
Well, hopefully we'll get to meet and shoot shit with Tim Reeve in like 10 days.
Yeah, I hope so. I really want to meet him.
Tim's very approachable, man. He's a nice dude.
Yeah, he'll be hanging out in the pit for shiz.
Other than his $5,000 Italian pointy leather shoes.
Elf shoes.
I could do without those, but it is what it is.
He's a cool dude, and he gives a lot of information away for free, which is nice.
Yeah.
I like
He's
those.
very supportive of other makers, and he's got his thing, and he hopes everybody else has their thing and does well too.
I wish you could save videos because those 5-hour live streams with him and Steve were epic.
Yeah. My favorite one, though, was of Steve and Alex Steingraber when Steingraber was on mushrooms. Dude, that dude he was in a whole different universe, man. Steingraber out
I'd
there.
love to see that.
And just so you guys know, Alex Steingraber is, he's already He's already doing it. I started to say he's about to start. But Alex Steingraber is going to be the premier U.S. OEM. He is going to be OEMing other people's folders. He's starting with a batch of fixed blade for Steve Kalari, and then they're going to do a folder, but he hopes to build it to a point where he's doing a lot of people's knives. And if you've ever handled a Lamia, what more could you want your OEM to knife? So
His
that's
shop's
pretty
so
awesome.
clean too. I mean, his processes are so clean. I think he's a very smart guy too.
I've heard that, I think you guessed the company, John, but somebody in Nashville is about to start. Is it Big Idea?
Yeah, the Chattanooga.
I think Big Idea may be fixing to start OEMing knives. I will say this: if I had to pick, I would go through Alex just because of his excellent heat treats and the fact that he's proven what he can do already.
Absolutely. I think all of us though will benefit from more of these specialty companies getting into it, right? Because you'll get better designs, you'll get, I think, better knives.
Yeah, because let's face it, the Lamia, I mean, technically on paper, the Lamia is kind of boring. You know,
Yeah, until you hold it.
It's not a standout look. Yeah, it's till you hold it or till you sharpen it or It's
Kathleen, those three are. I am not.
It is a basic bitch knife, but it
What's
is
up, Dawson?
very good.
I got the handle. I didn't even talk about that, did I? Really weird, but Fred the Lug messaged me last night and was like, "Hey, I'm in Gadsden. Do you want to meet up and look at some knives?" And I was like, "Dude, I've got a really bad stomach virus. I can't go anywhere." So today, when I woke up and I felt better, I messaged him back, asked him if he wanted to meet for lunch. So we went to lunch, and I think I handled about $250,000 worth. I'm just guessing. It's somewhere. It was at least $150,000, but.
Does he live around Gadsden, or was he just visiting?
He's from New York. He was down here visiting family.
He has family in Gadsden.
I saw y'all's picture.
Yeah, but yeah, that was interesting, man. I got to handle some stuff that I probably never would have touched in my entire life. So I appreciate that he took, and he bought me lunch. So there's that.
You're forever in his honor at that point.
No, but I mean, seriously, I got to handle knives.
No, I know. I was joking because someone buying you lunch.
I know, but I mean, literally, I handled knives that I couldn't handle at Blade Show. Some of them were one-offs. Yeah, it was cool seeing what people are capable of. Like he had a lot of stuff that.
You probably saw stuff you'd never seen before.
Yeah, he's like, this was made by a guy in his garage, and this was a guy and his wife in his garage. Now I paid that kind of money for some of that stuff, but it's very cool to see what people are capable of.
It's the experience of owning something like that too.
Right. I get it, man. If I had that, if I was in that financial situation, I'd do a bunch of stuff I didn't need to. And he's very upfront. He's like, I don't use this stuff. He's like, man, I'm just a fidgeter. I just appreciate pretty things that I can.
Yeah, he's a collector.
And I let him know up front, hey, I'm not super interested in Chinese stuff, but I'll look at it. I'm not interested in owning it, but I'd be glad to look at it. And I was surprised. Like, I haven't touched a Chinese knife in so long. I knew they had gotten good, but I wasn't aware of how good they had gotten until I handled some of that. Like Terry's Orlock. That's an
amazing knife. It's an amazing knife for that price.
And I told Terry it's weird how he Terry hit. What's the word I'm looking for? He hit multiple genres. Like that knife would be cool to a tactical guy. It's got a little bit of a fantasy aspect. It's got a little bit of everything without being too much of any of them. I think that knife's probably going to do well, just because I think it will attract different tastes.
And from what I understand, it's going to come in at a very good price point too.
Right. Yeah.
So it should be a hit, hopefully.
Yeah.
When
I
does
hope,
it come
I hope
out?
so for Terry too. Huh?
When is it
They were
coming out?
talking about September, but they said that they had some prototypes ready for Blade West, and they put it out there, and they said that they had really, I don't remember the word he used, but had really good response on it. So they were rushing production to April, which it's already past April. He hasn't heard anything, but we're thinking it may be at Blade Show. Can't guarantee it, but it may end up at Blade Show.
Shane, of the knife you saw, did you have anything that like really took you back, like stand out, like this is a knife I really love, or design even?
Yeah, I fell in even more in love with the Lamia.
Okay.
Is, but there was some. I'll get this completely wrong. Fred would have to be here to explain it. There was a JK that stuff had been done to. I don't. It had the most satisfying action I've ever experienced. Like I would have bet everything I owned there was a spring inside of it. Kyle, this is what I told him. If you've ever handled an ELR rifle and felt that 3-ounce trigger and how clean that break is, that's what that detent felt like. It felt like it took about 3 ounces, and you feel and hear this hard crack, even though you're not hardly putting any effort into it. I don't know how to explain it. It was incredible. That was definitely the best action I handled today, but it wasn't a factory JK. He tried to explain to me, but I didn't get it, or I didn't remember it. But
Check this knife out.
and I only knew it was a JK because I had the lightning bolt in the blade.
See that knife?
Yeah, what about
That's the one Kyle's got. The Monterey Bay titanium S90V liner lock. On their website, it's $140.
that's stupid.
Right there.
That is absolutely stupid.
Wait just a second. That's what?
$140 retail for that knife right there.
That's a Ray Laconico design,
It's
Monterey
an
Bay.
amazing knife.
Yep.
That knife is worth every penny of. I don't care if where it came from. That knife is worth every penny of double that.
That's well, that's what we talked about the other night. Was Javon asked me? I said, yeah, I think it's worth every penny of 140 and maybe a little bit more, but not. I wouldn't like. He said he saw someone on secondary selling for double. I'm like, it's not worth 280. It's a very good knife, but it's not. Is it better than some $280 knives? Sure, but
Sure.
I don't think it is a $300 knife.
Right.
Because
And my
I-
point was compared to what's out there,
I've,
right?
handled $300 knives, and I haven't handled that knife. Just looking at it, I've looked at $300 knives that I didn't think were worth any more than that one.
A, it's original. B, the flicker hole is top notch. A top flipper works great, and I hate top flippers. And it just feels good in the hand. And it's a big knife. It's same size as a pair too.
That's why because I'm a big Ray Laconico fan. He's one of my favorite designers. And this knife has been shown for a long time that he was going to make it. And I was all over it. I loved the design on it. And when it came out, I was like, I set an alarm. I actually was the first one. I got it on the first drop. Just because I like MBK and I like them. Now, do I trust the S90 on it and all that stuff? I don't care for $140.
Right.
If it was $300, I would care. You know,
And that's
that's
another
what,
thing. I'm not going to use that knife to cut 500 feet of cardboard anyway.
right. But that's my point is it fit the price point for what I was willing to pay for it. I don't see it at a $280 to $300.
I mean, that's in the same boat as to that Hinder I had. I know that 20 CV wasn't great, but I didn't care. You know, on that knife, I didn't care. So.
Yeah, I mean, if this was $300, I wouldn't have bought it. Now, at 140, I think it's a steal.
Paul, did it go through your thumbnail?
Hey, by the way, you two, I looked in the private chat. I love y'all, man. Y'all are the best. Have you looked over at the private chat what they're talking about, John?
No.
One thing
oh yeah.
Don't read it out loud.
John, the one thing to think about too is as far as making this though, these are just flat slab scales.
Right.
There's chamfering on the edges, but there's nothing else done to it. Super cheap to make.
Right.
The
They kept the
sa- the
cost
same-
down with that.
Same pocket clip they've used on every single knife they've ever made. So there's
Works great.
no tooling on that. I mean, it's very, very simple knife to construct,
Yeah.
but it's done well.
It's also, though, as all his knives are, a modder's dream. Just a blank canvas for you
Yep.
to do whatever you want to it.
Well, and see, here's the thing.
You can have it lasered, put etching on it. You can put texture on it. You can do. You don't have to just buy something somebody else decided on. You can have it modded, and by the time you pay to have it modded, you're probably still not. You still haven't overpaid for the knife.
I get Koenig vibes from that knife.
A little, yeah. The blade shape's a little.
Yeah.
The difference. I mean, they did a great job on the finish. Everything is done very well. The only thing I would say, another reason why I bought this was because, unfortunately, a lot of raised designs are in that 2 and 3/4 to 3 1/4 inch, and this is actually one of the full size knives that he made, and I love that because he doesn't make a lot of them.
Yeah, it's a good sized knife.
Yeah, it's perfect in the hand. I mean, that's
Paul.
What's that?
Paul carried his Evo 3.0 today and cut his thumb knuckle.
Yeah,
That thing cuts me almost every time I close it.
You got to close it sideways.
Yep.
It's got too good of action.
Which one?
The Evo.
And
Yeah,
see
I
that
would have already put
corner,
myself with that.
that corner right there is what cut through Lefty's thumbnail.
Well,
Yeah.
okay. Here's the thing.
I still think it's the best looking design I've ever seen.
Yeah, it's gorgeous.
Still
I
my
love
favorite
mine.
looking knife.
I loved mine. But the issue is, when you know you have a big ass heavy blade like that, don't be a dumbass and let it drop on your finger.
No, that's the whole thing. I mean, the way Lefty would close it was flawed from the start.
I don't get the whole fascination with dropping it on your finger.
No, I don't get the joy of taking a slip joint and using the fucking blade to open it. How those old timers do it. How they get it like past
Like Snuzz did that Jack Wolf at Blade Show
yeah, and cut his finger almost off.
to the bone. Yeah. Can't deny that, man. Those Jack Wolves come razor sharp.
Well,
I talk shit about them, but they're very well made. They use high end materials. They look incredible, and they come razor sharp. And I still hate them.
it's not hard to make a knife razor sharp when it's that thin.
Right. Yeah, it's ground to nothing. It's also not hard to do that on a CNC when you can get it to that exact spot that you want. Not like me, like where if I make a half a pass too much, I've ruined an entire knife. And trust me, it's happened. That's the thing y'all don't see.
I ordered a Tucson today from White Mountain Knives.
You're trying to hang out with us peasants now, right? You're trying to associate with the peasants.
How's that?
Flipping your rat
If you're
one.
rat.
Dude, I like the action on this thing.
It's a good knife, man.
Hey, the first time I flicked it, I thought it was assisted.
They're great knives.
I'm glad you got one, Ryan, to check it out.
I'm glad I got it. Like, I can't believe it.
That's the knife
I believe I'm with you. It's a very underrated knife.
and that's the knife you should walk onto the job site with.
I have been carrying it at work. I actually used it to cut my steak the other night.
If you got to cut some wire and possibly hit copper, that's the knife to do it with, not the Sabenta.
I've been
Just
carrying this.
because you do run it, just because you do run it, you can replace it for $38.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Well, no, this one's Magna Cut.
Oh, okay, that's the $100 one.
Yeah.
Cole, you're right. Tucson does do good work, dude. Derek, for real, gifted me this knife. I can nitpick it and find some tiny gaps between the micarta and the titanium. But, dude, you can do that with any knife. I will say the detent is a little light for a flipper. I can easily fail it. But as long as I flip it like a full-grown person. And that grind they did on this knife.
That's a wicked looking blade.
Yeah, their blade grinds are sick, dude.
Yeah, that's for what these cost.
I wonder if they're OEMing for anybody. I bet they are.
John, we've already discussed this.
They don't make knives?
They all make knives, but they all make knives together.
Well,
It's just
right.
like MKM.
But they all look different.
Conglomerate. They all make all this shit and then put whatever label on it to whichever marketing team is marketing that brand.
Speaking of marketing brands, y'all, we talked about one live, that new company, GeoKnife. Well, they've got a little social media influencer, a cute little Asian. Now, I bet their sales are going to go up.
She gonna show me her underwear at Blade Show?
I don't know if she's going to be
Were
there.
you with me when that happened?
Oh, with Skylar?
When you and I were at the Vosteed booth, she kept squatting down in that mini skirt.
Oh, yeah.
Had on those teal green lacy panties.
Doing that on purpose, wasn't
I
she?
wonder what Skylar's doing.
Oh, I hadn't heard from Skylar in a long time, man.
Me neither, since the first Blade show I went to.
Yeah, something happened. Her something got.
Well, she got scammed. She got scammed by that one guy.
Yeah.
So
John,
here's
John gets stuck there.
But I do agree. People think John's weird. It almost seems kind of creepy the way he talks about it. But that girl hugs unlike anything I've ever felt.
oh,
She presses her body against
Dude.
you.
The face when they took that picture of Sasa.
Yeah. Yeah, when she gives you that full, like,
it's a tender hug. It's more.
yeah,
It's not
like
really a sexual hug.
your thighs are touching, your calves are touching. Like she presses her entire body against you. It was incredible.
And her fingers just play with your. It's scary. Shane, share that real quick.
Oh, sorry, I wasn't looking.
Oh yeah, she is cute.
Come on.
Yeah. Quintessential.
Hi everyone, and
quintessential
today
cute
an
Chinese.
aerospace grade titanium needs 1000 degrees Celsius flames. You look at this. GEO's new
She's not bad, is she?
No, she got that job because she can speak English. And she's cute. They just put out an ad. Cute.
Her hat's too
English-speaking
big.
Chinese.
Oh, no, I think she just got a little head. I think her head's just too small.
Todd Carr, you're talking about the P801, I bet. And I still think that was the knife that started the really good budget knife craze, and it still ranks. It's still hard to beat.
Wow.
Like
Okay,
if I was dead broke and didn't have a pocket knife and had to buy one right now, I would buy a Wright P801B before I bought a Ontario Rat.
All right, P801B.
Yeah. It's a stainless steel frame lock with incredible 14C. I think Billy HRC tested it. Was it 64, Kyle?
something crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, that was the knife that started it all. However, I feel like knives
That was
took a
an
little bit of a
anomaly.
dip after it because they didn't get the edge retention that Wright did. And that knife's what, 10 years old now?
But I think
It's
that's
kind of a
Oh,
knockoff.
wow.
It's kind of a knockoff Sabenza. A lot of people call it the poor man's Sabenza.
I think it was also an anomaly, the one that Billy tested too.
Dude, everybody I know that I've talked to that owned that knife said they never have to sharpen it. So it just cuts and cuts and cuts. And I had a guy reach out to me, a guy that wasn't in the community, reach out. It was like, man, I've got $40. I trust your opinion. What should I buy? I spent like an hour asking this guy questions. And yeah, Edgy American told him to go buy a Wright P801B because it was going to be the best knife for what he needed and what he could afford. Yeah.
And interesting, the G10 is the same price as the steel.
Yeah.
Brian, you were talking earlier about collecting Scotties, right?
Yeah.
So, like I was saying, there's this whole collector's issue.
Kevin Smith, she loved me for about 2.5 minutes. That's all it takes. Go ahead. I'm sorry, Kyle.
The Circle T's, which are the tour issue ones, are hard to come by, and they go for crazy money. And that's kind of a collector's piece. But so I purchased one. I don't know if you follow golf or not, but there's back in the late 90s, early 2000s, there was a golfer that was pretty solid. He won a couple majors, named Justin Leonard. Was on the Ryder Cup and all that stuff. Well, one of his models was called the JLM because it was only made for him because they took a blade putter and they welded on a plumber's neck, like off of like a answer where it has the hook on it. That's normally just a straight line on a blade putter. Well, I did especially for him, and there wasn't very many of those. They're hard to come by. I think they only made like 10 or 15 of them.
Uh-huh.
And there's that putter.
How much
And
is it? I can't read it.
hang on, I'll zoom in for you.
About
$2,000.
2,000.
That is the exact putter. I mean, the one that I had in my hands that I had for a while. I picked it up on a song. I think I paid like $350 for it, and
Really?
I had it for about because it was a guy selling part of his collection of his Camerons, and because at one point I think I had like 15 or 20 Camerons. I think I ended up selling like a year and a half later for like $850, but that was over a decade ago, and now that sold within the past year for $2,000.
Wow.
Yeah, I knew they were outrageous. Like
That's on the low end. There are some Circle T's that get up in the 7, 8, 10s.
I see them for sale from time to time, but
I also have
I've never handled one.
I think I'm down to like I've got 5 or 6 of them now. I still have a prototype from. It was a big ordeal in 1997 when Tiger first got on tour. He was putting with this putter, a Cameron, and a long neck, right? So again, that plumber's neck, the neck was real tall on it, so it stood up a lot higher than the face.
Yeah.
Well, the issue was, so there's a stupid law that the neck can't be longer than the face, and the neck on this, because of balance issues and just a rule that they had on tour.
I've
right?
heard that before, and I never knew why.
Because
So
golf makes stupid rules because they're stupid and most have
I was
them.
showing y'all why I don't have that plugged in. Did y'all see how washed out it was when I turned it on?
no.
Oh.
Sorry, I wasn't looking at it.
They did. And Kevin Smith, I apologize. I may have been dishonest about that 2.5 minutes. If she bites her lip and that canine's a little bit crooked, maybe 90 seconds.
And not to interrupt you, Kyle, but Shane, if you powdered the left side of your head, your sign probably would be so bright.
Probably.
Go ahead, Kyle. I'm sorry. You were talking about Tiger's putter and the neck being longer than the shaft, or the
Yeah. So what they ended up
I've heard
doing
about Tiger's shaft before.
oh Jesus, here we go. They had to change, or he had to change his putter to conform. Well, they made these prototypes called the CLN, is for the Cameron long neck. And all they did was they kept the length of the hosel the same, but they put a taller ferrule on it, so it made it to be where it was just slightly under what the length of the face was. So theoretically, it was the same length, but they just changed where the hosel or the ferrule on the hosel was. So they made a limited edition run of ones in the prototypes in '97 called the CLNs. And I was lucky enough, I picked one of those up, and I still have that. I played with that for years. I love that putter.
And you had that proto.
Yeah.
That's so cool, man.
I mean, they made, yeah, I still have that. They made.
That's neat.
I think they made a couple hundred of those. I mean, it wasn't like, but still, the thing was
rare.
They issued them only. That was a Japanese market putter. It wasn't issued in the States, because what people don't realize, Japan is a huge golf culture. And they're very like clicky. So Scotty Cameron is like their collector's piece over there. They have like special galleries and stuff only for, I mean, he does a lot of work for just Japan only.
Yeah.
So they get pieces that we don't hear or the rest of the world doesn't get.
Right.
So
There's artists here that they'll only sign certain albums and stuff, like in China and stuff. They'll do that kind of exclusive there. And to get those albums and stuff like that, and get those signatures over here stateside they're outrageous. I can only imagine a Scotty Cameron putter coming from over there like that.
So I used to go to the PGA show, the National Trade Show in Orlando, every January. And
hang on a sec, Kyle. Paul, I'm glad you said that, dude. I didn't get to the shop today. I will get that steel mailed out tomorrow. I'm very sorry. I'd forgotten all about it. But I'm glad you brought that up. I'll get it handled tomorrow. Go ahead.
Oh, that's all right. Sorry.
My collection's all over the place too.
I'm just telling dumb stories.
My place yet, as far as collecting goes.
Hey, newsflash, Ryan, it'll always change. You'll never find that. You might find it. I guess some people do. I haven't yet.
Yeah.
And I
I
bought.
mean, you look at it this way. Like I remember the first time Shane told me about a Koenig. I looked him up sitting right here. I looked him up on the internet. I was like, that's not my thing. And now it's one of my grills.
Yeah. And for me, I would never even consider a fixed blade. My first fixed blade was an SE3. And then for some reason, the Chickadee got my attention through Lefty, and I just fell into this fixed blade thing. Then I bought my first slip joint. Luckily, I got out of that where I don't buy them anymore. But I never thought I'd have a slip joint. Never wanted one. Never looked at them.
Acquired taste type thing. You know?
Yeah, it's weird. I was gifted that GEC, and all I do is show it off. I've never cut anything with it. I don't carry it. I keep it in my tactical Terry sheath, and I show it to people. Just say, "Hey, check out my GEC."
And that's what they're good for, though. That brings you joy, right?
Yeah, but what's weird is that actually cost a little less than the ABW one, but I didn't mind using the ABW. But it's because that hollow grind was so deep, I could pinch that blade and open it really easily. With this GC, if I tried to open it right now, it'd take me 2 or 3 tries.
Right, because it's got more of a thumb pull.
That thicker blade with that deep hollow, it means everything on that knife. That's why it's so easy to open. Half empty, I agree with you, buddy. I'm used to the ball and shaft talk.
I'll stop. I'm sorry.
No, it's fine, Kyle. You can talk about whatever you want to.
I found it very interesting. Like
well, I know a lot of people don't care about it, but it's just
I've seen those putters. I've never handled them.
I am curious a lot. Surely this, knives aren't all people have. I'm always curious to see what other stuff people are into.
I love to see what stupid shit people spend money for.
So there's a thing, Ryan. I don't know. So like each of the putters come with like a nice head cover that typically either pleather or vinyl of some sort, but it's got designs on it, whatever else. Well, they also do limited release head covers throughout the year. So like every major, they have a head cover. So I've got a couple Masters head covers. I've got one from Kiowa, which I played Ocean Course a bunch of times down there. And they have different head covers throughout the year. Well, those things get very, very collectible too. And I ended up getting what I was talking about, the PGA show. One year I was down there. He had a little small booth behind the Titleist area, and he had some rare head covers there. Well, I picked up an industrial head cover that was limited release. It was only like a couple, I want to say under 100 of them, and they were made in Japan. I think the head cover itself was like $200 or $300, somewhere in that range. But he was there, so the reason I bought it was because it was so rare, and I had him sign it as well too. So I've got a lot of Cameron cool memorabilia stuff. I got some tour issue ball markers and all kinds of stuff.
That'd be cool to see those.
I'll have to, if I can remember. I got all my stuff buried away in the garage. I use it, so.
Guys, I've had a ball, but I got to go take my pain medicine and eat something and go to sleep.
Get some rest, biggin.
All right, party pooper.
Congratulations to everybody who won, and thank all y'all who participated.
Yeah, thank you.
I was having fun.
I'm sorry, man.
I'll send you an invite for tomorrow night if you're around. You're going back to Mississippi, aren't you?
Ryan,
I can't hear nothing but Shane go, hey, I'm going to go take my pain medicine.
Ryan, we'll stay online. He can go. He can leave.
Stay in the studio or online. I don't care.
I don't know if y'all know it or not, but my hand's messed up.
I still do that. All right, love y'all. I'll see y'all.
Kids.
If y'all gonna hang around, I'll watch and listen. But I gotta go.
I'm out of here.
No,
All right.
But I'll send y'all links for tomorrow night.
Hey, thanks everybody for everything.
Appreciate it, guys.
Yeah.
Great job, guys.
Thank all you guys.
Y'all exceeded expectations greatly. We appreciate it.